little darlings. I haven't said Happy New Year yet, have I? Yeah, well, I wasn't exactly feeling myself the other day, you see. Happy New Year. And if there's any more threats from our Vera about turning you lot into pigeon pie, ignore them, all right?
Did you know they're going to take you away? Talking to them scruffy pigeons.
Hush your mouth, woman. These pigeons can understand every word you say. How would you like somebody to call you scruffy?
Do you know you bar me? You are, you bar me.
Hey, you'll never guess what happened last night.
You were home late again last night, weren't you? I don't know how you do it. You've been sober for a fortnight. You never come to bed. You must have a constitution like a concrete mixer.
I thrive on pleasure, Vera. Work that makes me feel pilly.
Yeah.
Hey, about last night. Don only lost his car at cards.
He never...
He did. Lost his car playing poker, Mike Baldwin, wasn't he?
Don lost his car.
On my granny's grave.
Oh, morning, Mr. Owen.
Morning, Ivy.
You've not forgotten we're not working today, have you?
You may not be working, but I am. A boss's work is never done. It's what made Britain great.
Where's your car?
You are?
Well, your car is not outside, love.
I left it at the office.
Oh,
Yeah. One of the blokes had a bottle of whiskey. I thought I might be a bit over the limit, you know.
better safe than sorry, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you not having any breakfast, then?
Well, I'm not very hungry.
You look a bit like you've had a been out, you know.
Oh, what's that?
Not like Matt Bowen.
What about him?
I've just seen him going in factory, bright as a button. You've got to give him his due, Donny Searle. He puts hours in.
He's probably planning how much to screw you lot for it New Year.
Oh, hey, you better go back to bed, love you, and sleep that off.
Oh, hi. Come in.
I saw your light and wondered what a tycoon like you was doing working on a holiday.
Trying to become a tycoon. It's taking me longer than I thought. Do you want a drink?
Oh, God, it's a bit early, isn't it?
What do you mean? It's daylight, isn't it? Take a beaut.
Oh, cheers. Oh, that's enough, that's enough. Thanks. You tend to drink too much of this stuff at Christmas and the New Year, don't you?
That is why it's called the festive season.
Yeah, I know. You can't have too much of a good thing, you know.
Nah, you can't. Cheers.
Cheers.
And here's to a very successful 1989.
Yep. I think it's going to be a good year for me, you know, Mike.
Why, business booming, is it?
Well, it will be when I get the shop. See, I'll be flogging the stuff as well as installing it, so double rake off there, you know.
Oh, that's all going through, is it? You got the finance, did you?
As good as, yeah.
Still, I bet you're paying an arm and leg in interest rates, aren't you?
Well, money costs money, doesn't it? Unless you happen to win it at cards, of course.
Yeah. God blimey. That was a game last night, eh?
Well, it was for you. I think it was a disaster for Don.
It was a small fish in a big pool. He should have known better.
What are you going to do with them? I mean, they're not exactly bankable, are they?
Oh, yes, they are. Very much so.
God, you're a ruthless swine, you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rita. Didn't know it had got to that time. We've just been lying in bed mooning, haven't we, Terry?
Yes, we have. You mind if I take a Times, Rita? I feel in a Times mood today. I probably will all year.
Well, it's the only paper for you in that dressing gown.
Yes. My Christmas present to myself. Do you like it?
Fantastic.
Mavis likes me in it, don't you?
I think it makes you look like Somerset Mom.
Didn't he have a call round in Accrington?
Oh, Rita.
I'll go and see if the percolator's percolated. Would you like your cup down here?
Yes, please.
Yeah. It's Costa Rica.
Pardon?
The coffee comes from Costa Rica.
Really?
Well, you can skedaddle as well. I'll look after things for the rest of the day. Well, Derek and I will.
All right, but lock that door, because if he starts getting fruity in that dressing gown, I do not want my customers upsetting.
Oh, go on with you. One of the things that we've been mooning about was houses.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. It's a New Year resolution we've made. We're going to buy a house.
Well, very nice. Have you got enough pennies in your piggy bank?
Oh, well, yes. Yes, I think we have. We've been discussing types, though.
Types?
Yes, types of houses. You see, I'm more your converted barn, whereas Derek's all executive detached with an integral double garage.
Oh.
Aren't you, Derek?
Am I what?
I was just telling Rita you prefer a more modern property.
Oh, yes, definitely the Dorchester.
Isn't that a long way to come in for your work every day?
No, it's a type of house on the Parklands estate. You know, the new exclusive development. You must have seen the artist's impressions in the paper. Very desirable residences, all with their own individual cops.
I still think I prefer the Quantock, though, myself.
Do you? No, I don't find that as harmonious to the eye as the Dorchester.
Now, listen, I'm going before you make me very dissatisfied with number 7 Coronation Street. See you.
Bye.
Right, here we are.
Thank you. You know, I'm surprised she's never thought of moving herself away by now. She must be able to afford it.
Oh, she may have the money, Mavis, but does she have the upward mobility like we do? I doubt it. What do you think of the coffee?
Oh, it's very good.
Yes, it is, isn't it? I think we'll stick to Costa Rica for the foreseeable future.
Are you not going to Rovers then?
No, love, I don't think I'll bother.
Well, it's just I promised Vera we'll meet her down there.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. You go.
But I've got no tin for dinner, Don. There's only a bit of cold pork.
Well, that'll do me.
Shall I bring you a sandwich then?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
Don, you'd feel a lot better, you know, if you went to bed.
Look, I'm all right, Ivy. I've just got a bit of an hangover, that's all.
No, see you later then. Listen, would you like me to bring you air a dog like a bit of brandy?
Ivy!
I'm going.
Well, I don't believe it. Look, nobody could be that stupid, could they?
Look, it's true. Isn't it, Jack?
What is?
That Don's lost his car playing cards with Baldwin.
Of course it is. How can you be that stupid?
Well, that's just what I said.
Hey, by the way, how much did you load?
Me, peanuts. I've got more sense, haven't I? You're very lucky being married to a man like me, Vera. A man with no vices.
He really believes he's Mr. Clean. You know, it's like a rat thinking it's a white mouse. I didn't think she'd be in here today. Hello, Ivy, love. Hey, what a nice surprise.
How do you mean I said I'd meet you here?
Oh, aye, you did. Do you know my memory's getting worse? It must be all them rum and black currants had over Christmas.
Hey, what you having, Ivy?
No, I'll get them. You sit down, pair of you, I'll get them. This one, is it, Shirley, a bottle of lager?
Yeah.
What are you having? Not rum and black currants, because Christmas is over, you know.
Well, I'll have a bottle of light then. Where's Don?
Oh, he's not feeling very well, Vera. I think he had a bit too much to suck last night.
She doesn't know, does she?
Well, I'd say not, no. Hey, and you're not going to tell her, are you?
Yes.
I hope he don't open this trap either.
Oh, Jack. What's up with you? Your pants too tight or something?
Hello, Ivy. All right, hey, Ivy.
Yeah, should have been.
No. Yes. How's your dog?
Oh, he's got a bit of hangover.
I should be so lucky.
There you are, Doug. Thanks, love, darling. OK, love. Oh, Audrey. Just in time. What are you having to drink?
Nothing medicinal.
Did I offer you anything medicinal?
Gin and tonic, please.
OK.
Don't ask how Alf is either.
How's Alf?
He's only opened a shop, hasn't he? God, what a Christmas and New Year I've had. I'm going abroad next Christmas, definitely.
You can catch food poisoning just as easy abroad, you know, Audrey. In fact, easier. No, you're better off stopping at home, cooking for your family and your friends. At least you know what you're eating then, don't you? Thanks, Betty. OK, Doug.
I'm very glad that Al's feeling a bit better. I mean, it's not nice, is it, food poisoning, especially at Christmas.
Are you taking the mickey better?
No!
You're the only one who isn't, then. Cheers.
No, I know I shouldn't laugh at her, but every time I think of her and Alf at that swanky hotel and him coming back with food poison, I can't help it.
Yeah, well, it's not all plain sailing being well off, Ivy.
No, obviously not. Cheers, love.
Cheers.
Shirley, I haven't wished you Happy New Year, love, have I? Happy New Year.
Oh, thanks.
Happy New Year, love. Oh. Well, somebody says something.
Can I have a word?
Yeah, far away.
Yeah, well, I'm not here.
I'm just going across the road with you, right?
No, not in there. Look, can we use your office?
Yeah, all right.
You don't need any beauty sleep. You're beautiful enough already. Well, I can get cornier if it does the trick. So come on, are you coming out tonight or what? Oh, yeah, of course you can. Yes, I'm in the office at the moment. It's a very swish place, actually. I've got himself a big desk, leather chair, fitted carpets, you know, computer. Oh, wait up, a client's just turned up. I'll see you about 8 o'clock, sir. Hiya.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, what are you doing here today?
Well, I just thought I'd pop in, you know, see if everything was all right. I mean, we've not been burgled around, have we? I mean, it looked a bit silly, wouldn't it? Burglar alarm firm, burgled.
Martin.
Oh.
That is the kind of spirit I want to see in 1989.
Oh, is it?
This is the year we expand, Martin, and you can be part of it, my son. Chance of a lifetime. Grab it with both hands.
Well, I will, you know that, don't you?
Good.
Right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then.
Bright and early, eh?
All right, mate. It's all right.
Good night now.
Oh,
Hello,
hello, Mrs. Fairclough. All right. Happy New Year.
And the same to you, Martin.
Hello.
Ah, so this is where you are.
Yeah.
What are you doing for lunch?
Rovers?
I'm easy.
Rovers it is. Do you know, I think I'm getting through to Martin. He's getting more responsible.
Well, he's getting older, isn't he? When are you going to answer it?
Yeah. Bradley Securities. Speaking, yeah. Oh, hi. Yeah, of course, I'm still interested in the shop. It's just that, well, you know, I've had trouble getting the money together and, what, the holiday and everything, you know. Well, yes, I realise that. Within a day or two, I would say. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye. That was the estate agents. They wanted to know if I still wanted the shop.
Is somebody else interested in it?
I don't think so, no. They didn't say so anyway. It's these bloody holidays, you know. I mean, we must be the only country in the world that closes down for 2 weeks at Christmas and the New Year.
You can get this money, can you?
Oh, no doubt about that. No doubt at all. But I think you're going to have to buy me lunch. I'm a bit short of ready cash at the moment.
So long as it don't cost more than £1.
You sure you won't have a drink?
No, sir.
Why not? It's a malt. Very nice. So then, what's your problem, eh?
Don't act coy, eh?
Coy? What do you mean by that?
Well, you know what I've come for. The keys.
Oh, the keys! Now, what was it Quasimodo used to say? The bells, the keys.
Oh, don't act clever either.
And you wonder what's that tone of voice of yours, mate? See, that's your trouble. You never know when to soft pedal. Cut your losses. Bob and weave a bit.
Look, it depends who I'm dealing with. I just don't like your sort. I never have, I never will. What is the point of pretending otherwise?
Oh, well. In that case, you shouldn't have played cards with me last night, should you? Not if you hate me. Very silly thing to do.
Look, can we just get to the point? Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Well, the keys are no good to you.
No. No, not as such, no.
I could get another set cut.
Well, yeah, of course you could, yeah. So I'll tell you what. Why don't you take them? Go on, take them. Right. Now we got that out of the way, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. When do I get me £1,000?
I haven't got 1,000.
Oh, yes, you have got £1,000 because that's what you said last night, remember? You said I'm betting my car, which is worth £1,000 at least, remember? Or, didn't you really mean it, eh? I mean, was it just a con to keep you in the game? You had no intention of paying if you lost.
Hey, I'm no Welshman, Baldwin.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear it.
Look, the car's my living, innit?
Yeah, yes. You're a taxi driver, I know.
Yeah, well, I can't just sell it, can I?
Well, what you trying to tell me?
Well, I'm just saying that, give us a bit of time to pay. That's all I'm saying.
What? What, you want to pay on the drip? Pay a gambling debt on the drip like you bought a washing machine or something?
Yeah, well, that's all. I mean, I'll put in a lot of overtime on it. It shouldn't take long to...
Oh, no, that's not the way I pay my gambling debts. I pay on the nail. And that is the way my friends pay as well. And that's the way I expect you to pay me my 1,000 quid.
Look, I keep telling you, I haven't got 1,000 quid.
Oh, then you are a Welsher, aren't you? You should never have been in that game last night. You were over your head. A small fish in a big pool.
I'll get you your bloody money.
Oh, I should hope so too.
I'll probably stuff it down your throat.
Any way you like. Oh, and in the meantime, can I have an IOU?
What do you want it written in? Blood?
No, this car not being there all night and not being there now, I thought it might have been pinched. Though I'd be surprised if it had been pinched from outside your house, because I was awake most of the night, indigesting, you know, I'm a martyr to it. They've been off to land in the Western Desert.
No, Percy, Don's car has not been pinched. He just left it somewhere else last night, that's all. There's no mystery and there's no crime.
I'm very pleased to hear it, because we don't want starting the new year with a crime in the street, do we? But a crime-free year like last year's was, due in no small part to my efforts.
Absolutely, Percy.
Carry on.
So is that what Don told you? We'd left his car somewhere else?
Yeah, why?
Oh, no. Same again, is it?
Yes, Bingo. Is it my imagination or is she acting strange? Well, stranger than usual.
Oh, you can never tell with Vera, can you?
That's true.
I wonder what this year's got in store for us.
Mixture as before, 99% doom and gloom, 1% sunshine.
You've got to create your own sunshine, Alec. Look on the bright side, smile and the world smiles back.
Should have been a songwriter.
Do you know, I know what I'd like to do. Hibernate till the 1st of May, then go abroad.
Oh, what's stopping you? Get out to sell up, then the world's your oyster. You can go hopping from one tropical cruise to another.
Oh, sell up. Do you know, he's attached to that shop like an umbilical cord.
Oh, we've got to stop this. This is no way to start a new year. We must take a leaf out of the Lover's Book.
Oh, yes, they do seem to have sorted things out, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and I think it's nice to see.
But for how long?
Oh, shut up, Alec.
Are you two talking about us?
We're envying you, love.
Especially your handsome partner. I nearly said husband.
Beware, handsome man bearing charm. You're better off sticking to grocer bearing gifts, Audrey.
What gifts? Unless you mean that cookery book Alf gave me this Christmas.
All I'm saying is that he's told Ivy left his car somewhere else, that's all.
He's lying.
Well, it seems a bit strong to me, losing your car at cards.
Look, he's lost his car to Baldwin, I've told you. Look, fellas have been known to lose their houses, everything on the turn of a card, and when they go and lose, they blow their brains out. Used to happen all the time in Monte Carlo, you know. Couldn't move for breaks.
Do you know, daft silly things happen in this world. It's all down to fellas, you know. You won't catch a woman doing out as daft as that. Most I've ever lost is 50p, playing at Newmarket. Yeah. Hey, Arlo.
Oh, cheers.
I'd like to wish you good health. I really do. I really, really do.
Is there something wrong with it? Something I should know? Like, you know, end at world's coming tomorrow or something?
Oh, daft. I don't think so anyway. Do you, Shell? No.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you. The same to you and to you, Derek.
Thank you. I think it will be. In fact, I'm sure it will be.
Derek. So who let you New Year in, Emily? A tall, dark man?
Mr. Sugden, who I suppose is short and fair, which doesn't augur well for the year, does it? In fact, Mr. Sugden has already chalked up the first disaster. He chipped my Capo di Monte when he was dusting this morning, which is why I'm here. I want some glue.
Oh, right. Well, we've had a delightful day, haven't we, Derek?
Yes, we have.
We've been planning our future.
Have you?
Yes, well, house-wise, that is. We're thinking of buying one.
So soon?
Yeah, well, we both feel very frustrated up in that flat.
Really?
Yes, I mean, it's not ours, you see, so there's not a lot we can do with it. And, well, we're both natural homemakers. Homemakers with an artistic bent, aren't we, Derek?
Yes, we are.
So we've decided a house it is. Goodbye inner city living. Green fields, here we come.
Well, I wish you luck.
Well, you'll have to come and stay, Emily. I mean, you'll have your own special bedroom, probably all done out in chintz in pastel colours. And you could even come for your holidays, too. You'd be very welcome.
Mavis, I'm not an elderly maiden aunt. who has to be rescued from the squalor of her terraced house and treated to a week in some butchered beauty spot, thanks all the same.
Talk about green with envy. Oh, another minute she'd have turned into a cucumber.
Hey, you know where we should be going right now? Straight round to travel. Just book ourselves an holiday. I'll tell you what, I'm having a holiday this year, come hell or high water.
Yeah, me know.
Hey, why don't 3 of us go? Yeah, that'd be great, all ladies together. Oh, look here, Don's car. He's got it back. Do you know, I knew our Jack were talking a load of rubbish.
What do you mean, Vera? He's got it back. He's never lost it as far as I know. What do you mean, Vera? And what's this load of rubbish your Jack's been saying? Vera?
Well, it don't matter now.
What doesn't matter?
Well, our Jack, he said that Don lost his car playing cards with Mike Baldwin. But he can't have done, can he? Because look, it's here, right before your very eyes.
And when was it that they were playing cards then, Vera?
Last night. Our Jack said he were there, and Alan Bradley.
Now I know why you've been acting funny. You've been bursting a gut to tell me that's all dinner time, haven't you?
I weren't, honest. What a show.
No, you did in the end, though, didn't you?
Hello, love. Do you know, I was just coming down on the Rovers. I feel a lot better.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've had a little kip. Actually, I think it's done the trick. It's like you said.
I see you've been out and brought the car back.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to leave it outside the office too long. It's a bit of a dodgy area, isn't it?
They say you've got to live with someone to get to know them, don't they, Don?
You what?
I've just found out that you're a liar, Don.
What? Look, who are you calling a liar? What?
You, Don Brennan. You weren't drinking with your cab mates last night. You were out gambling with Mike Baldwin, Jack Duckworth and Alan Bradley. That's lie number 1.
Yeah. Yes, look, all right, look. I admit it. Look, I didn't tell you because I knew that you wouldn't like me gambling.
And that's lie number 2.
What do you mean?
You didn't tell me because of what happened.
What did happen?
You've lost your car to Mike Baldwin.
That's ridiculous. Look, it's standing outside the front door.
And that's lie number 3, Don.
Yeah, all right, I did. But it's not a problem because he doesn't want the car, he wants the money.
How much money?
That's none of your business.
Well, I think it is.
Well, I don't.
Oh, so this is not a proper marriage then, this, is it? There are some things that I've got to keep my nose out of.
I never said that.
How much money did you lose, Don?
Look, it's all right. I can handle it. There's no need for you to worry about it. Going for a drink. Look, have something to eat, for goodness sake. You can't survive on 1 cup of tea all morning.
I shall survive, all right.
Look, Ivy, come here, come here. Look, sit down, just for 1 minute. It's like trying to talk to a tornado. Now, listen. This is not getting us anywhere, this atmosphere. Look, never mind about the money. It's what's happening to you and me.
Never mind about the money.
That's nothing to do with you. Look, it's my concern. Now, I lost the money to Baldwin, and I'll pay it back to him.
Oh, yes. And just how are you going to do that?
Well, never you mind.
But I do mind, Don. Of course I mind. And will you please stop telling me not to? I'm your wife, aren't I? I mind when I find out they've been losing money to Baldwin. I mind out all the more when I find out the last person to find out about it.
Yes, all right.
I still wouldn't know about it if it wasn't for Vera.
Which was wrong of me, all right. I was definitely out of order there. I held my hand up, OK?
And you still haven't told me how much it is that you owe him.
Yeah, well, that's because, as I say, it's my problem, and I'm going to solve it in my own...
Don, is it more than £100?
Ivy, will you just keep out of it? Look, Look, you've got to work with him, haven't you? You're going to see him this morning. You're bound to. Well, I don't want you pleading for me. I just don't want you involving yourself in any way, shape or form.
What's going to happen, then?
Well, I'll pay him, won't I? Got no choice.
How?
Well, you're going to find out sooner or later. I'm going to sell the motor.
Your taxi? But, Dan, that's your livelihood.
It's a car, that's all it is. A lump of tin.
It's what you earn your living with.
Yeah, it's all right. So listen, I'll sell it, pay Baldwin off, and what I've got left I'll put down on another car. So I'll be back in business again.
So it's a lot of money, then?
One day I'll tell you. One day when it's all over and we laugh about it, I'll tell you. But not tell it. Look, here. In the meantime, you go over there and act as if no had happened. Well, it hasn't really. I mean, not serious. But it's only money, isn't it?
Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Fairclough. I've applied to you for a mortgage on number 7 Coronation Street, Weatherfield. That's right. Could you just hang on a second? What are you doing?
What am I doing? I've just loaded the van up.
Well, go and wait for me in the car, will you? I won't be long.
I'm in no rush. It's up with you.
Shut the door behind you. Hello? Yes, I'm sorry about that. Fairclough. That's right, yes. Now, the reason I'm ringing is that you said you were going to send a surveyor around to value my property, and I was wondering, could you tell me when that might be?
Love. Now all I've got to do is find time to read it. Not easy when there's 3 of us doing 4 people's jobs.
Oh, not got a replacement for Gloria then yet?
Not yet. You see, my husband, who's a wonderful man, don't get me wrong.
Oh, I'm sure.
Wonderful man. Especially where saving money is concerned.
Ah.
He's thinking about it. Not doing out about it, because that'd cost money, just thinking about it.
What's DPC?
Drafty, pokey, crummy?
Oh, no, I don't think so. It says Trad End Tur, Sep Derum, DPC.
You're not developing a stutter, are you, Mary?
No, I'm looking at house advertisements. Derek and I have decided that it's time to grit our teeth and take the plunge.
You're starting to talk like him, have you noticed?
Beg your pardon?
Now, look, bye.
Bye, love.
Bye.
It means damp-proof course, if you really want to know.
DPC? Oh, yeah, well, you are clever, Reed.
Well, not really. I was just married to Len a long time, weren't I?
Oh, listen, what about this one?
Go on.
3-bed semi, through lounge diner, mod kit, extensive rear garden, much sought after location.
Does that mean nobody can find it?
47,000 early viewing recommended.
Well, why don't you then?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, go and have an early view of it. I mean, you've got to start somewhere, haven't you?
Well, yes, I suppose so. I am meeting Derek for lunch as it happened. I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't ring up and arrange to see it, is there? Right. Oh, that is, if you don't mind me having the extra time off.
Well, I walked right into that, didn't I?
Come in. What do you want?
Well, it's personal, actually.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
Well, I'll leave you to it, shall I? I'll go and get a cup of tea while there's one going.
Thanks, Emily.
Go on then.
It's about this gambling debt of Don's.
Oh, you do surprise me.
And he hasn't asked me to come and see you, so don't think that. In fact, I think he'd go flaming mad if he finds out.
You came all the same, though, didn't you? Oh, I get the picture. What are you going to do, eh? Challenge me to a game of cards? See if you can win your money back?
No.
Pity. You might have turned out to be a better player than your husband.
I'll tell you something else I'm not going to do as well. I'm not going to tell you what I think about a man like you with all your money playing somebody like him, leading him on to losing money he can't afford.
Now, hang on a minute.
I'll tell you what, I'll leave it to your conscience to tell you that.
Let's get one thing straight, shall we? I never led anyone on. Certainly not your husband. Wild horses wouldn't have dragged him away from that table.
I still think that you...
And let's imagine another thing, shall we? Imagine it had gone the other way and he'd have cleaned me out, which he intended to do. Well, you'd be laughing your socks off now, wouldn't you? Celebrating and planning holidays abroad. And then supposing, imagine how I'd have gone to him and said, I don't want to pay. Will you let me off? What do you think he'd have said, eh?
I haven't come to ask you to let him off.
Good job, because you'll be wasting your breath if you had.
Look, Mr. Baldwin, you know he's got to sell his car, don't you?
I'm not particular what he does, just as long as I get my money.
No, I didn't think you would be. What I've come to ask you, Mr. Baldwin, is instead of having it all back in one go, would you be prepared to have it in, you know, so much a week, say like £10, £20 a week?
Oh, come on, Ivy.
Well, just so he doesn't have to sell his car. It is his livelihood, Mr. Baldwin.
Oh, Ivy, look, 10 quid a week. Do you realise how long that'd take him to pay it off? 2 years. And I'm not waiting 2 years for it.
2 years? You what?
£1,000? Is that what he owes you? £1,000?
Didn't you know?
No.
Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's about the size of it. And I'm certainly not waiting 2 years to collect it. In fact, I'll be very annoyed if I have to wait more than 2 weeks.
I do feel sorry for her.
Yeah, me married to a gambler. Must be worse than being married to an alcoholic, must that?
Oh, well, you should know. You're married to both.
Hey, do you mind? Look, my husband might like the odd drink now and then, and he might like the occasional bet, but it's all in moderation. Whereas, I mean, Don, well, it's a sickness, isn't it? It's in his system.
Hey, she's coming.
Are you all right, love?
Yes, love. Yeah, of course I am. I've just got 1 or 2 things to think about.
You don't know what to say for best, do you?
Oh, hello, Betty.
Hello, lovey.
A pint of bitter, please, and,
No, just a half.
You want a half a bitter?
No, you must just have a half because you haven't got time to drink a pint, not at the rate you drink.
What do you mean the rate I drink?
Well, we've got to rush through our lunch. I've arranged for us to go and see a house.
You've arranged? Well, without telling
I'm
me.
sorry, there wasn't time because it said early viewing recommended.
You know, Mavis, living with you is like being on a roller coaster. You leave me quite breathless.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Have you decided a pint or a half?
Yes, a half, please,
Half.
Betty. And,
just a tomato juice.
And a tomato juice.
Right.
And 2 portions of your hot pot, please.
Right.
And vite, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, very nice.
£1,000?
It was as close to me as you are now, a big pile of money. Don put his keys in the middle. When Mike Baldwin turned them cards over, my blood ran cold.
Terrible thing is gambling.
Says when you lose.
£1,000? Don can't afford that sort of money, can he?
He'll have to do, love.
Do a lot of it in the army, you know. You get a cockroach, men had bet a week's wages on which way we're going to crawl.
So where did you bet, Percy?
Any cockroaches I saw, I didn't bet on them, I trod on them.
Jack? There you are, lovely.
I bet you've got a hands full.
I meant to tell you I nearly got that mad this morning.
Why?
The comments that were being passed about you.
Who by?
No, I'd rather not say.
No, come on, what sort of comments?
Well, how can I put it? You were tight-fisted. Of course, I stood up for you. I said tight-fisted. That man is generosity personified.
Thank you, Beth.
Even if he has taken his time appointing a new barmaid. I mean, there's no rush, is there, this year, next year,
All right,
sometime
all
now?
right. Message received and understood. As a matter of fact, I was going to appoint somebody today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Who?
Ah, well, you've been patient this long. We'll just wait a bit longer and all will be revealed.
Yes, Emily.
Pineapple juice, please. And can I get a little for anybody else?
No, thank you, Mrs. Bishop. Thank you.
I'll tell you something. You can tell us the latest on this big winner, Mike Baldwin's. How's Ivy taking it?
It's £1,000, isn't it?
What is?
What you lost to Baldwin.
I thought I asked you to keep out of it.
I'm keeping out of it. I'm just saying it's £1,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
£1,000.
Look, there's no need to make a song and dance about it. I know how much it is. There's no need to remind me.
And you're going to sell your car, is that still your idea?
Yes?
That's if you're able to.
Oh, I'll be able to, all right. Matter of fact, I've had an offer this morning.
How much of an offer? All right. You don't have to tell me, of course you don't if you don't want to.
£2,700.
2,007. Done, you told me
That's
it was
not a
worth-
bad offer, considering the mileage and the condition. Anyway, beggars can't be choosers, can they?
No, I suppose not.
I'll pay Baldwin back. I'll put down what's left on another car and... start again.
Have you already told this fellow you'll sell him car, then?
Well, as good as. He's coming round tomorrow. I'll make it definite then.
Right, Martin, dinner time. I'll see you back here in 3/4 of an hour. Okay?
Where are you going then?
I'm not going anywhere. You are.
Oh, why, I shouldn't have guessed. You don't happen to know where I'm going,
Just
do you?
go.
Round the Swiss, that's where I'm going. Mind you, I'm not the only one.
Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Fairclough. I rang earlier on about you sending a surveyor around to value my property. And oh, when will it be? Tomorrow? Yeah, what time? 1:30. Yes, I'm sure that's okay. Good. Right, well, I'll expect him then at 1:30 tomorrow at number 7 Coronation Street. Great. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Well, it's not like her to be late. In fact, I can't ever remember her being.
Well, I can't remember ever having a husband that's lost £1,000 either.
Oh, do you think it's something to do with that?
Well, it's a bit of a coincidence if it isn't it?
Listen, did she say what she was doing for her dinner?
Going home. I said to her, do you fancy going at the trip? She said, no. I said, well, do you fancy going out at Rovers? And she said, no, I don't feel like doing out today.
What happened to Ivy then?
Well, that's what we were wondering. Do you want me to slip across road, see if she's at home?
You've got to be joking, so you can go and join her for a cup of tea. Then Shirley goes to find out what happened to you, and you can pour her one as well.
Not bad idea.
No way.
Look, it's not funny, Mr. Baldwin. You saw how upset she was this morning.
I am her employer, not her social worker. Anyway, don't let's interfere with you getting on with your work. Go on.
Well, what are you going to do then?
Well, I'm going to dock her wages for being late, aren't I? What do you think I'm going to do?
Oh, that's great, that, isn't it? Just when she needs every penny she can get.
Oh, I hope she hasn't done out silly.
How do you mean, out silly?
Well, I don't know. I hope she hasn't, that's all.
It's nice, Derek. Oh, look at the garden. Do you know anything about gardening, Derek?
Well, I've deadheaded a few roses in my time. Push the odd mower about.
Well, I've never had to deal with one.
Mavis, word of caution.
What?
Try and cultivate a take-it-or-leave-it kind of attitude.
Take it or leave it?
Yes, we don't want them to think we're desperate to buy, because that puts us in a position of weakness, as far as negotiating is concerned, whereas we want to be in a position of strength.
Yes, well, I think it might be best if I leave you to do all the talking, eh?
Yes, I think it probably is. Oh, we must try and find out why they want to move. Make sure they haven't got terrible neighbours with Alsatian dogs or anything like that.
Oh, dear.
No, it's all right, don't worry. I've been through all this before.
Listen to the bell. I've always wanted a bell like that.
Mavis,
Oh, sorry.
take it or leave it.
Take it or...
Well, it can say what it likes.
What are you doing?
I'm going across there, see if she's all right.
Oh, do you want me to come with you?
No, look, there's no point in going airless with pair of us, is there? It's just that I feel that guilty. Well, if there's all wrong, I've been sat here all afternoon. Ivy, where have you been?
I had some business to attend to.
What business?
Private business.
Do you know we've been worried sick about you, haven't we, girls?
There's no need. Look, I'm just going to have a word with Mr. Baldwin.
Do you know what's going on, eh? Because I don't.
Come in. Oh, well, better late than never.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. Look, do you mind if I sit down?
No, make yourself at home.
This £1,000 that Don owes you.
Yeah?
I don't suppose you would object to receiving it from me rather than from him.
No. I'm very easygoing. Who pays me the money as long as someone does?
Right. It's all in there, but I would be very grateful if you would open it later, because I don't want the whole world to see what's going on.
£1,000?
Yes.
Well, in that case, you better have this.
Where is it?
Your husband's, I owe you. You see? Fair exchange.
Just as long as that means it's all over now.
It's all over as far as I'm concerned.
Right. I'll get back to my work.
You ought to be grateful to me, you know, for teaching him a lesson. Or is he the sort of bloke that never learns?
Thanks very much, love. Thanks. Ta-ra, love.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Hello, love.
All right.
Yeah, not so bad. Are you?
Not so bad.
Good.
Now listen, I had a nice thought this morning. Now, as you know, I don't get a lot of them.
No.
I was in this new wine bar in William Street. I was giving them a quote for a new alarm system. It's called the Hourglass, and it's a really smart place.
You mean for round here, so that you don't feel out of place if you've got matching socks on?
Well, something like that. Anyway, I thought to myself, why don't I bring Rita here for lunch? I mean, it's more a lunch establishment. You know, they don't do a lot in the evening.
Well, that is a nice thought.
Ah, but yes, I was just about to make a booking for tomorrow, and I suddenly thought, hang on. You're busy or something tomorrow, aren't you?
Well, it's normally midday for wholesalers.
The wholesalers, of course. I knew there was something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been so long, Rita.
Oh, you have.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, no, we just got carried away. Well, it's a lovely house, it is, really. We've been to look at a house.
I gathered, yes.
I mean, there's just so much space for a start. I don't know what we'd do with it all. Well, there's 3 bedrooms there, you see.
Well, one each and one for budget.
Oh, no, then it's got like a through lounge diner and French windows that open out onto the patio. Well, sort of a patio and a nice kitchen and a little utility room. Oh, when I think how Derek and me are surviving up there on top of each other all the time.
Hey, we don't want to know your secrets.
Oh, you know what I mean. I'll go and put kettle on, shall I now?
You better. Oh, you know, she's never been as happy.
Well, I'm glad. So, tomorrow's out then? You're busy all lunch hour?
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, never mind. We'll make it another day. Just as long as I know.
How did you get this?
I paid it.
You paid Baldwin?
£1,000, yeah.
I don't believe this. After all I've said, after I specifically asked you to keep out of it, you've actually paid him?
Well, it's what you intended doing, love, isn't it?
Yes, but myself. Not having my wife step in and bail me out.
I had to, Don. I couldn't stand by and see you sell your taxi. What possible purpose would that have served?
Well, I've sold it and bought another.
Yes, and we've been saddled with debts for here to Kingdom Come.
No, I'm not having this. No, he's going to have to give it you back. I'm going to find him.
No, I won't have it back, Don. I won't.
Look, Ivy, he's got no right taking money off you. I was the one that owed it to him.
Yes, and you're my husband. So what's your debts are mine as well. Or all those words that we said in that marriage service, they can't amend to
We
right
said in
love.
marriage service?
Yes.
Look, there was no in marriage service about you having to pay your husband's gambling
Well, I
debts.
think there was, and I didn't have to. I chose to stop my husband from losing everything they had.
Where did you get the money from?
Got it from Building Society.
Your savings?
Yeah. My savings for a rainy day, which is what this is. So don't think I begrudge it, Tom, because I don't, not one penny.
What have I done, then? What have I done to us, then?
You've done nothing. Come on. It's just money, like you were saying before.
Look, I'll pay it back. Every farthing, I'll pay it back.
That's up to you. I'd rather it were just forgotten. I don't want it coming between us, Don. Look, it were money I'd put by for an emergency, and we've had one, all right?
I'll tell you another thing. No more gambling. Oh, no. I tell you, never, ever will I touch another pack of cards. No, I never.
I believe you.
Because if there's one thing I regret about all this is... it's the way that I've let you down.
No.
Yeah, I have, yeah. That's what I'm ashamed of. Not losing, but letting you down.
Don't be, love. Look, where we've got to look at this is it's something we've faced and we've come through it together. So instead of it coming between us, well, it'll be something that makes us close, won't it?
Oh. Half, is it, Percy, lad?
Yes, please.
You know, I could have been a man of moderation like you, supping hours, been in bed by 10 if I hadn't made a very unwise marriage.
I don't see what that's got to do with it.
Don't you? One of these days, me and you'll do a swap for a week. You'll finish up on pints of bitter and whiskey chasers,
So
mate.
I'll get that and a large scotch for me, please.
I'll pay for my own if you don't mind. At least I know the money isn't coming from somebody who can't afford it.
Oh, like that, is it? All right, suit yourself. You having one, Jack? Or do you think my money's tainted as well?
Well, the way I look at it, mate, we weren't put on this earth to stand judgment on each other.
So you'll have one then?
Fine to bitter with you, thank you very much.
Hello, love. I'm going to have a scotch, please, and a vodka and something.
Okie dokie.
Hey, Bet. With regard to the various comments you were making this lunchtime,
Were I? What about?
well, about a replacement for Gloria. You still want one, don't you?
Only to safeguard your reputation.
Well, of course. Well, there'll be somebody starting as from top.
What sort of somebody? Male, female?
Male.
Young?
Not young, no, but very experienced in bar work. I think you'll be impressed when you meet him.
Doesn't sound like I've much choice, does it?
Oh, by the way, I'd be free for lunch tomorrow.
Are you not going to the wholesalers then?
Not anymore, no.
Why is that?
Well, it's not every day a good-looking fella invites me out, so I'm going to be irresponsible. Let us run out of drawing pins, I don't care. We'll sample that wine bar of yours.
Rita, I don't mind, honestly.
Oh, you
but
know
if
I've been
wanna-
second thoughts, are you?
145, Alan.
Ah, so, here's to tomorrow, then.
Cheers.
I'll make you some more toast if you'll eat it.
No, I don't bother.
It's no bother. You ought to eat a better breakfast than you do, you know. You need it these winter mornings.
Oh, listen to you. You don't eat enough breakfast to choke a budgie, you.
Ah, well, that's because I'm saving myself for lunch. Your dad's taking me out.
Oh, where you going?
It's a new wine bar that your dad's been fitting up with an alarm system. It's called the Hourglass.
Sounds nice. Going to wear something special.
I've been thinking about this this outing, Rita, and I've decided that it's going to be a bit awkward today.
How do you mean? Well, you were the one that were all for it. You were the one that were moaning because I had to go to the wholesalers. That's why I changed my plans so that we could go out.
I know, and I'm sorry to mess you about, but, well, work comes first, doesn't it?
Well, why? I mean, what's happening today that's so vital? You can spare an hour or two for lunch,
This
can't you?
is between Rita and me, and you won't be so easygoing, young lady, about where money comes from when you've got to go out and earn it yourself, you know.
Okay. Let's not start falling out about it.
Rita, I promise you I'll take you out somewhere really nice, but not this lunchtime, okay?
Yeah, okay. Right, well, I'll get off to the cabin then.
Okay, love.
See you later.
Yes, bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Right, well, you better be making tracks for school, then, yeah?
No, I'm going to give it a miss today. Have a day in bed.
You're not, you know. You're going to get off to school.
Dad, I was only joking. God, what's the matter with you today?
Fasten your coat up, Derek. That wind's treacherous. And tuck your scarf in. Oh, come here. I'll do it for you.
Well, you look after me wonderfully well, Mavis.
Well, of course I do. That's what I'm here for.
You know, I feel very secure these days. All thanks to you. It's absolutely true what the wise men say. Looks are not the be-all and end-all in a wife.
Derek!
No, you look very nice, Mavis.
Oh.
To me.
Don't sound like coming.
Let them, I don't care.
Oh, don't mind me. It's perfectly legal.
Oh, I was just going to work.
So I noticed.
Well, I'll see you this evening, Mavis. I think this lunchtime I'll do the rounds of the estate agents.
Without me?
Well, you'll be holding the fort here, won't you? You said Rita was going out with Alan.
Oh, that's all off. So if you want to go house hunting, love, that's all right.
Are you sure?
Yes, you continue with the search for the ideal home.
Well, that's very generous of you, Rita. I'll meet you at the office, 1 o'clock. Bye.
Bye. Are you sure you won't want a break at dinner time?
Yeah. Oh, you keep Derek at the house hunting while he's in the mood. I mean, to be honest with you, I was really looking forward to getting taken out for my lunch. Oh, Alan can't make it. Got a lot on his plate at the moment.
Hello, is Mr. Stoppard there? Well, no, it's just that he's made an appointment to come round and do a survey on my house. And I just wanted to make sure that he was going to be there on time. Fairclough.
What I want to know, Betty, is why. Why is he taking a bloke on it?
Why shouldn't he?
Because I know Alec, and I know how his nasty little mind works. Look, if he wants another pair of hands from this bar, who would he naturally go for, eh? Well, I'll tell you, a bird about 19 with big assets.
Well, maybe he wanted to take a girl on, but Bet wouldn't let him.
Bet wouldn't let him do what?
Well, we were just wondering about this barman that Alec's taking on.
Yeah, well, I thought he'd have gone for a girl, honestly did.
Yes, so did I. But I didn't put the kibosh on any such plans, Sandra, if that's what you're thinking. I've never been frightened of a bit of competition.
Yeah, lovely.
What are you mumbling about, Jacko?
Well, there's no need to paint a picture for me. I know why he's bringing a bloke, and he wants to get shut to me. That's right, isn't it?
I have no idea, Sunshine. He's playing this one very close to his chest. All I know is that this new recruit to our merry little band is a bloke.
He could be totally different to you, Jack. Could be young and handsome and good at his job.
Oh, come on, if he's young and handsome, that'll do me. He can be as dozy and as idle as Jack. Hey up, stand by your bed.
Hey, come on, Charlie. This is it. My humble hostelry. Put your case down. That's the wife over there. Bet, come and meet Charlie. Charlie Bracewell.
Pleased to meet you, Charlie.
My word, he told me he'd married a beauty. To be quite frank, I assumed he was exaggerating, but I see now he never spoke a true word.
You're not a local lad, are you, Charlie? Or if you are, you've worked in London.
And that's the rest of my happy staff. Betty, Sandra, Jack.
Hello.
Hiya.
Very nice, Alec. Felt it the minute I walked in. Contentment. Oh, yes. To me, it's like coming home.
Well, come on through. I'll make you a cup of tea. I'll bring your bags through.
What do you think? Well, he's getting on a bit, isn't he? He's as old as Jack.
Hey, and the rest.
I don't know where he digs them up from. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Hello. Hello.
I was passing this way and I thought I'd come in and say hello. I just wanted to say how sorry I am about this lunchtime, you know. I'd have loved to have taken you out.
Well, never mind. Some other time, eh?
Yep, definitely. So, I suppose you'll be going to the wholesalers now, will you?
No. No, I made other plans now.
What, lunch in the Rovers? You can do that any time, love. No, if I were you, I'd go to the wholesalers, you know. Get it over with. Leave us clear for another day.
No, I'm not going to the Rovers. I'm working through. Mavis is going house hunting, aren't you? love?
Yes, but if it's going to disrupt your plans, Alan, I mean, if you want to take Rita somewhere, well, I can easily phone Derek.
Mavis, I wouldn't dream of messing you about.
I was just going to put the kettle on. Will you stay and have a cup with us?
Yes, go on, then I will.
I thought you were up to your eyes in work today.
I am. But I've always got time for a quick cup of tea with you. Morning. Hi, Don.
Hello.
So you're not buying the sport in life, then? I thought you might be having to go on the GGs, you know, trying to get some of your money back.
Not today, mate, not today. I'm keeping my nose to the grindstone. For now, anyway. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, ta-da now.
You know, I don't know how Ivy can live with it, knowing that her husband might risk everything they've got on a gamble.
Well, it depends what the gamble is, isn't it? I mean, you know, when he loses, somebody else wins. You have to take a chance sometimes.
Maybe. Not stupid like him. I mean, you wouldn't do what he did, would you?
No. I've got more brains than Don.
So, where's your oppo then?
No, Ivy. Oh, she won't be coming in here for a drink. She's too upset.
Oh, what about?
Is this all to do with Don and his gambling?
Well, of course it is. £1,000 he lost, you know. £1,000. Anyway, Ivy paid it for him. All the money I'd shed in the world and all, but, well, it were either that or him sell cars.
Do you know, I don't know how men can be so stupid. Do you know what's the matter? It's Mum. She's just rang up at the cafe. She's at the hospital. What? Has something happened? No, it's not her. It's Dad. He's been in an accident in his lorry and it's pretty bad, so she wants us to go now.
Right. Kevin, we nip into Mr. Roberts. Just let him know what's happened. Explain where I've gone.
Yeah, of course.
I'll see you later.
Sounds like a good band, doesn't it? I never liked him, you know, Eddie said. And...
Oh, girls don't like him much either. I mean, that's why Gina's staying with us.
Yeah, but when something like
There you
that
are, Kevin.
happens-
One beef and one cheese and onion.
Thanks, Bessie, love.
Okay, love.
You'll need help eating these now, won't you?
There's something about you know. Old soldier. Am I right?
Regular army, yes. I'm very proud of it. Anything wrong in that?
Oh, not in my books. Oh, I could see it, you know, bearing, self-respect.
You'll have worn Her Majesty's uniform, I dare say.
Oh, yeah.
I wore Her Majesty's uniform, you know, for 2 long years. Just hope it fits her better than it fitted me. I've sussed him out, Betty, my laddo. One of Percy's one, old soldier, you know.
I was wondering if you were related, you know, to Alec.
Alec's relations all behind bars, aren't they? Chester Zoo.
You'll find your colleague there's a nincompoop. What were you in then, army?
Yes. Not regular, though. I just missed the war, you see. National service.
Oh, you just did the 2 years, eh?
1 year and 2 months, and then I was invalided out.
Were you wounded?
Nothing I can show for it. Nothing I can get a pension for. Oh, but rights, I should have had one. It was a cookhouse sergeant who did for me, and half the depot. Men rolling in agony, dropping like flies they were on the parade ground. I tell you, my guts have never been right since. What lot were you with?
The catering corps. Ah.
Tell me something, Alec. Why him?
Well, Charlie? Well, he knows the job.
So do hundreds.
Well, as it happens, he used to be on my books, you know, an artiste.
Him? What were he?
Ventact. You know, Gotland gear. You know. Oh, he was very big in his day, was Charlie. I was very glad to have him on my list. He did me a favour. So now I'm doing him one.
I never knew you had this sentimental streak.
Well, then again, it's cheap.
Hello? Yeah, is that Mr. Stoppard's office? This is Mr. Fairclough, Coronation Street. Yeah, well, he was supposed to have been here at 1:30 to do a survey on my house. Well, are you sure he's on his way? Okay, yeah. Okay, bye now.
How do?
Hello, Chris. Come on.
Hi, Dad.
What are you doing here? You should be at school. You're not ill, are you?
No, I'm not, but Mrs. Saunders is, our chemistry teacher. She's got flu or something, so they said go home and do some revision. What's in the fridge? I'm starving.
Jenny? Jen, hang on. It's not right, this, you know. You should do your studying at school.
Have you had any dinner? What do you fancy?
I don't want anything.
Is there something wrong?
Now listen, Jenny, since you're here, will you do me a favour? Will you nip down to the yard for me?
Oh, okay. I'd a corned beef butty suit you.
I haven't got time for corned beef butties. Now listen, I'm expecting a very important phone call, right? And it might come here and it might go to the yard. But there's nobody at the yard because Martin's out on a job. And I can't be in two places at once, can I?
Well, you could ring them, couldn't you?
It doesn't work like that, love. Now look, I wouldn't ask you if it wasn't important. There are the keys to the yard, right? Come on.
Well, if they're in the yard, what do I say?
Well, you just take a message and tell them I'll ring them back as soon as possible.
Well, who are they, these people who might ring?
Stoppards. It's a big firm. I'll get that. You stay there. Yes?
Good afternoon, sir. We're in your area offering a terrific deal on stone cladding.
You don't want any.
But can you afford to say no, sir? It'll
Push off.
Blimey, Dad, calm down. Are you all right?
Jenny, just go to the yard like I asked you, will you? And just for once, don't argue, just do it.
How long do I have to wait? I mean, suppose they don't ring.
Don't worry. Now listen, if they ring me here, I'll come down to the yard and tell you and you can call it a day, okay?
All right, then. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Good afternoon, madam. We're in your area offering a terrific deal on stone cladding.
Sorry, love. I'm going to be late for work.
Yes, but if you just give me 2 minutes of your time, you'll be doing yourself a big favour.
But I think of all fellas that sold me that.
Mr. Fairclough?
Yeah, Mr. Stoppard, is it?
I'm sorry I'm a bit late.
Oh, it's all right. Come here.
I hate hospitals. Give me the creeps. Do you want another cup of this coffee? Nah, it's horrible.
Do you think he was drunk? Dad, at 10 o'clock in the morning?
Give over.
Yeah, I suppose so. Mum said the ambulance man told her it was notorious, that bend. There's always accidents happening there, he said.
Do you think he's going to die?
How do I know?
He's pretty bad, though, isn't he? I mean, you could tell by the way that nurse looked at Mum when she took her through. You know, I'll never understand how she stuck it all these years. I know if it was me, I'd have been off like a shot.
No, you wouldn't. Not if you had 2 little kids to feed, you wouldn't.
We'd have managed somehow. Should have coped. I wish she had left him. She'd have had a much better life.
Yeah, well, perhaps Mum doesn't see him the way that you and I do.
I know, but you just can't imagine anyone ever having fancied him, can you? I mean, even when he was a young man. Just can't imagine anyone ever liking him.
I've got room to talk. What about that Billy you were going round with? You were bad news, he was. Anybody could see that just by looking at him. So don't you talk about Mum.
They were lovely.
You only had to look at me, my toes curled up. Yeah, well, it's perhaps how Mum felt about Dad.
Is that right, Charlie? What Bet says? You're a ventriloquist?
Used to be, yes.
It could be useful, that. Do you think you could throw your voice in here one night so you sound like Alex shouting drinks on me?
It's a bit over the top. We'd have to send for a doctor for him.
Oh, no, I never use it anymore. The gift. Not after all that's happened.
Excuse me.
What do you mean, after all that's happened?
Well, I lost my partner in the act, you see. My Queenie. She was taken from me. Mind you, she was more than just a partner in the act. She was the best pal a man ever had.
The missus, was it?
Mrs. Queenie. Pedigree bitch. Collie. Damn sight better bred than the wife was, I can tell you. Class, that's what Queenie had. And brains. The wife was jealous of her. We had a wonderful act going for 14 years. And one time, when I was down in London at a water rats function, the wife, she had Queenie put down.
Oh, nasty.
Queenie was wheezing, I grant you that, but that's no reason. I could have incorporated the wheezing into the act. I thought a damn sight more of that dog than I did of the wife. She knew that.
Vicious creatures, women, and I should know I've had some over the years, Charlie.
That's Gloria's replacement, I take it.
Yeah, his name's Charlie.
I think Gloria were better looking.
The old pal of Alex, you see.
Oh, the old pals acted it. Mind you, the whole country's running like that these days. You want the same again?
Yeah.
I think so.
OK, look.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not hostile to women as such. I mean, it's not put me off them as a race.
No, I'm the same. I've got a lot of time for women, in principle.
Oh, aye. Good-looking lass like Betty there. Fine-looking woman. You don't get many of them to the quarter. Is she spoken for at all? And would I be treading on your toes in any way?
No, feel free, mate. Feel free.
All right, Mr. Fairclough. I think I've seen all I need. I'll let you go back to your work.
What do you think of it then? The house?
It's the building society I'm employed to do the survey for, you know, Mr. Fairclough.
Yeah, I know, but I have to pay for it, don't I? But they're nice little houses, these, don't you think? I reckon I could get 20 grand for this, you know, these days.
Oh, yes. The way prices have gone up lately.
Yeah, I'm only asking 15 on it, you know.
Well, that's up to the building society, Mr. Fairclough, not me. I just write my survey and give it to them. But, I don't think you need to worry.
Oh, really? Smashing. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Goodbye, then.
Bye now.
Hey. What are you doing?
What's it look like? Well, I'm sorry, Kev. I didn't mean to bite your head off. It's just all this business with my dad. I'm gonna go and stay with my mum tonight, keep her company.
Gina, I found these up in her own cupboard. Hi, Kev.
So, how is he then, your dad?
Oh, he's in a bad way.
Oh, do you get to see him?
Well, only just for a minute, that's all. Oh, my mum's really upset. She won't leave the hospital.
You know, I'll never understand her. I mean, he's always been rotten to her, but look at her.
Well, he's always been rotten to us, hasn't he? Come to that. But anyway, we're going to go back to hospital now, and Gina's staying at my mum's tonight.
Fair enough. Do you want me to come on anything?
No, you don't need to come, love. You stop it.
I don't suppose you've had time to make me tea, have you? OK, I was only asking.
You can look after yourself for once, can't you?
Yeah, of course I can.
All right, well, we'll see you later. Come on.
We don't need 3 bedrooms, Mavis. If truth be known, we don't even need 2 bedrooms. I mean, our family unit's hardly likely to expand.
No, but all the same, Derek, it's nice to have the extra bedroom for if somebody wants to stay.
Well, such as who? I mean, we're neither of us burdened, well, I should say blessed, with relations. There's my sister, and that's it.
I want to have a friend to stay.
Mavis, all our friends live around here. They've got their own homes.
I know that's true.
Now, if you're so set on having a lot of bedrooms, Mavis, I can only conclude you want us to sleep separately.
Derek.
What?
I don't think we should discuss our bedroom habits in public. Anyway, I don't want us to sleep separately.
It's what royalty do, of course. Separate bedrooms.
I know. I wonder why.
Well, it comes from living in big houses and palaces, you see. You've got a lot of bedrooms, you feel you have to use them.
Got plenty of work on this.
Oh, I've got stacks of work.
Oh, Alan will be giving you a rise, likely.
Oh, aye, I've not mentioned that about it yet.
All right.
Hello, mate. You having one?
Yes, well, I'll do this. Pint, is it?
Sure.
Give us a
Cheers.
round, would you, Jack? Oh, will you tell your Sally I've been getting fire and smoke from Audrey all afternoon? She hates being in that shop.
I'll tell her when I see her.
Oh, is she not back from the hospital?
She's been back and gone back again. So I'm going to go and make my own tea in a minute. Well, what I mean is I'm going to go to the chippy anyway.
Quite right, look. Who needs a woman when you've got a good pub and a chippy within reach?
No. If you've got your health, you've got a priceless gift.
Yeah,
Worth more than riches. If you haven't got your health, what good's the money?
true is that.
I've never had that blessing myself. Good health. Mark, you, funnily enough, I know how good it is to be alive. But when you've had an experience like mine, you're bound to.
What experience is this?
I was under the surgeon, actually on the operating table, and I died. Twice, to be honest.
You died?
I was clinically dead and they brought me back. Twice. You know, that surgeon, 2 weeks later, he dropped down dead in the street. Makes you think, doesn't it?
It must do, Charlie. It must do.
Oh, I'm glad I've seen you. Cook I was telling you about, well, it's just come to me. He wasn't catering corps, he was a regular army bloke. Doubt if he'd had your training. Half, is it? Have it with me.
Half a bitter, please, Mr. Duckworth.
Charlie, I think you've upset our Mr. Sugden.
Yes. It was something I said.
Really? You do surprise me.
Your dad's late tonight.
Yeah. Did you say out too about what time he'd be home?
No, I was just at the yard waiting for this phone call. He just came in and said he'd take over and I could go home, that were it.
Oh. Well, did he get this call, whatever it is?
I don't know. It must have been important, though. I mean, he seemed really tense.
Yeah, well, your dad's working very hard, love. He's determined to make a real success of this business.
I know. But if you ask me, he's worried about something. I mean, he was on pins when I came home from school this dinner time. Wonder what it is that's bothering him.
I don't know, but don't you go cross-examining him.
I won't do. See if you can find out, eh? I mean, maybe we can help him.
Thanks, Bert, and have one yourself.
Oh, thanks, Alan.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ken. Well, by the way, I'll be taking out an advert in your paper in a week or two.
Oh, that's good. I need the money.
Oh, don't we all, yeah. No, I'm opening a shop, you know, selling security systems, you know, alarms, locks, things like that. And, you know, I'd like to give it a bit of a send-off, let people know I'm open.
Yes, of course. Well, good for you.
Thank you. I've got the shop lined up and the bank loan going through, so I think I can say, you know, that I'm nicely out of the wood now.
Good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
Being out of the
It's
wood.
taken a bit of time.
Evening, Alan.
Yes, it's taken a bit of time.
Everything all right?
Well, more or less. I don't know about your pal Charlie, though.
What do you mean you don't know about him? He's a good barman, isn't he? I mean, he gives the customers the right drinks, doesn't give them too much change.
Oh, he's all right that way, but I mean, he goes on a bit, doesn't he?
And so the punters love a bit of chat.
Oh, I don't know. Every time he opens his mouth, he says something about death, a disease, a divorce.
Well, that's what you want. You don't want politics and religion, do you? It upsets people.
Well, he's upset Percy Sugden. Percy won't speak to him.
Really? Yeah, just ask him how he managed that. Oh, he's all right, he's Johnny. I mean, you'll like him once you get used to him. You'll hardly know he's in the house.
How do you mean, Alec? In the house?
Well, I promised him a bed, you know. I mean, let's face it, we've got the room going spare, and he's very clean in his habits.
Alec.
And another thing, you see, I deduct his rent off the wages, so it's economical.
Listen, Alec, have you won this fella in a raffle or something? I do not want him in my house.
That lovely shops, anything.
Just wanted to say, whilst it's quiet, I appreciate it. Finding me a bed till I get some digs sorted. That's very good of you. There's not many people who do it. Bless you, love.
Don't mention it. Well, you can mention it, just don't go on about it.
Oh, you got a princess here, Alec. You know, when you get to my time of life, it's what you appreciate most, you know. Kindness. I've not had much of that in my life. Just as you think things are ticking over nicely, well, life, fate, whatever you want to call it, catches you a nasty one on the back of the head.
I know that feeling, Charlie. I know that feeling.
Anything interesting?
Well, only if junk mail turns you on. Hey, did you finally get that phone call then yesterday?
What phone call was that?
The one you had me hanging around the yard for nearly 2 hours yesterday.
Oh, that one. Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't all that urgent then?
Well, not to them it wasn't, no. It was to me.
Where did they get them all from, though?
What's that, love?
Our names and addresses for this lot.
They're all on computers, aren't they?
Well, it's not right. It's a pollution of my privacy.
Yeah, well, should write to the papers about it.
Yeah, a lot of good it'll do her.
Right. Well, I'm off then.
Hey, what about your breakfast?
I haven't got time.
Not even for a cup of tea?
No, I should have picked Martin up at the yard 5 minutes ago.
Oh, well, I'll see you later then.
Yeah, much later. I've got a lot on today.
I see.
What does that mean, I see?
Oh, nothing. I just wondered, what happened to that slap at lunch you were supposed to be taking me for?
Do you know, I've forgotten all about that.
I had a funny feeling, yeah.
As soon as I get to the yard, I'll look in my diary and see how I'm fixed for today and give you a ring, OK?
OK.
See you, love.
Hey, you're not going my way, are you?
Yes. If you leave within the next 10 seconds, now I mean that.
Right.
Where are you going?
To get me back.
Oh.
So, do we get a prize if I find them?
What?
Miss Arnis.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kev. I've not made any. I've had that much on my mind.
Oh, well, not to worry. I'll make them myself. What's to put on them? Ham? Spam?
Oh, well, there isn't anything, not till I've been down to the shop.
Oh, so what am I supposed to put on them? Fresh air?
Oh, Kev, don't be sarky. You know how I'm fixed. You'll just have to go down to Rover's, get yourself a pie or something. You don't mind, do you?
I'll put it this way. Looks like I'll not have to, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry, love. It's just that, well, at the moment, you know, I just don't think I'm just coming or going. She's already phoned me once this morning, find out where I am.
You know, doesn't make sense to me, honest.
What?
Well, the way your mum's gone to pieces like she has.
They have been married for like 30-odd years, Kev, haven't they?
Yeah, and for most of that time, for what you'd told me, he's used it as a punch bag. So like I says, don't make sense.
Well, there's just women like that, isn't there? Right, now, are you sure you can manage?
Like I said, Hobson's choice, innit?
All right, I'll get back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Mwah.
Take it easy,
See
eh?
you later.
Hello?
Only me, Mrs. Gilroy.
Hi, Charlie. You're at it early, aren't you?
Well, you know what they say. Folk who lie in bed usually die in bed.
Oh, they say that as well, do they? I've just made some coffee. Do you fancy a cup?
What? Caffeine? No, thanks. Oh, I wouldn't say no to a cup of tea, mind you.
I'll put the kettle on again. Come through when you're ready. He's told you that, has he, Gilroy?
What?
Folk that lie in bed usually die in bed.
Eh?
Oh. Well, cheerful Charlie Chestickoff out there. Who else? Aye, Callick. You must have combed the length and the breadth of the land to come up with a lodger like him. What's he doing at present? Resting, is he, between Father Christmases?
Bet. What you are looking at there is the wreckage of a once very fine artiste.
Oh, aye. Used to have him dying laughing, did he?
It's not funny.
I'm not laughing. I reckon another couple of days of bubbling Bracewell out there, I could well end up on some railway line somewhere separated from my own head. How much longer do you think he's stopping, Alec?
Well, only another few days, till he finds a place of his own.
Well, it had better be no longer.
Oh, come on, love, he's not that bad.
Who isn't?
This mate of Alec's that we're on about.
Oh, yes.
Nice fella, but miserable with it.
Oh, it gets you down, don't they? Folk like that.
Well, they certainly do me, love.
I can't stand miserable people myself. I mean, after all, life's bad enough as it is. I'm making things 10 times worse by moaning and groaning about it.
Well, that's what I think. What about you, Alec?
I mean, we all of us do have our troubles. Let's face it, some of us have more than most. I mean, if they had my feet. Oh, so good letting things like that get you down. Might as well be dead already. Right, Alec?
Right, Charlie. There's no sugar in this.
It's in the basin. Feel free to help yourself.
Still take sugar then, do you, Alec?
Well, only in coffee.
I haven't touched sugar myself since, what, the day Albert Fenwick went.
Oh?
You remember him, much, Alec? Old Albie Fenwick.
That'd be Fearless Fenwick, the fire eater, would it?
We used to do a bit of that. Towards the end, he was more into sword swallowing, was Albie. Well, after he had that blowback on the sands at Southport, Well, he'd be contemporary of yours, though, wouldn't he? Old Albie.
Good Lord, no. He was a lot older than me, was Albie.
What happened to Albie then? Picked a bad moment, did he? To hiccup?
He dropped dead. Right in the middle of his closing number. Oh, what a crash. Down in the basement bar, they thought the bomb had dropped. He got very big, though, did Albie, towards the end.
Yeah, it was a heart attack, wasn't it?
No, that's what they said, but myself, I always put it down to the sugar. He used to spoon it in.
So, how's the house hunting going then?
Oh, well, you know, we keep combing the columns. As a matter of fact, we're going to have a word with you, actually.
Me?
Well, yes, because since we've been looking, we've realised what a very comprehensive property guide the Recorder has these days.
That's right. It's one of our most popular features, in fact.
Right, well, what we were wondering was if something came along that you thought was right up our street, if
Tip you the wink, right?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course not.
Oh, well,
Right.
thank you very much indeed. Don't you ever get itchy feet yourself when something particularly juicy drops onto your desk?
Oh, regularly, yeah. Just one problem, though.
What?
Well, pretty well every spare penny we've got at the moment is sunk in the paper itself.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, keep my eyes open for you, okay?
Right, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
So you'll soon be moving on then, eh?
Oh, no, we're just looking at the moment,
Yeah, can't beat house of your own, love. I mean, look at us. Ours might not be Buckingham Palace, but it's still making more a week just standing there than me and our Jack put together.
Well, that's right.
So where exactly were you thinking of going then?
Oh, I suppose the idea would be some little stone cottage somewhere, but, well, I expect we'll have to settle for anything, just like everybody else does.
Can't beat a bit of stone, eh?
That's right.
Mind you, having said that, you know, it does have its stags, doesn't it? Things like that.
Stags?
Well, I mean, they usually build them sort of things miles away from anywhere, don't the stone cottages?
Oh, I think Derek and me would regard that as a plus rather than a minus, Vera.
I'd love it, you know, but our Jack won't. No, he breaks out in spots just walking across an open field, him. Anyway, I'd like to wish you all the best, love. And when you get round to having housewarming, don't forget to invite us, will you? We haven't got over at last, do we, Ad? Do you not laugh? We were still laughing Boxing Day. You put your right arm out, your right arm in out, shake it all about.
Come on, when did this lorry turn over, did he know?
Yeah.
Big roundabout on Eccles Road.
Oh, yeah, right death trap that place, I can tell you.
Say that again, though. We had a fellow brought him from there when I was last in hospital. Right bonny state. And he was driving a steamroller.
1 pound peas.
My love.
Right. Charlie, would you mind, love? Come through and get it.
Indeed, I wouldn't, my love.
Hey, where the hell did Alec find him then? The word I heard was out of a cracker. Cheerful little soul. Oh, you want to get him on the disorders of the gallbladder? He is arguably one of the world's leading experts.
Ah, Kevin, just the lad.
All right.
Everything all right? You know, because we keep wondering when we're going to see that wife of yours at the shop again.
Good question, Alf. You see her, let us know, eh?
Oh?
Well, she's spending most of her time there. I reckon she's going to have to as well. At least till it starts picking up a bit.
Oh, I see. Well, look, give her our best wishes when you see her, all right?
I'll do that.
Oh, yeah. What a mess, though. I'd have to turn your stomach the state that lad was in. Yeah, blood. There was blood everywhere. I've never seen so much blood in all my life. He looked like a butcher's shop. Is that all right for you?
Yeah, great.
Have you met him yet, then?
Who?
This new chap they got at the Rovers. I can't say that I'm impressed.
Why, what's up with him? Has he got 2 heads or something?
No, he's typical, isn't he?
Of what?
The time he used to get in the army.
Oh, I see, another old soldier.
Well, I hardly know he's only done national service, but he is typical of the type.
You keep saying that, Percy. Typical of what?
Well, you see, in the British Army, after every meal, the officer of the day goes round and asks if there are any complaints.
So?
So he'd be the one that always did have.
Percy, how can you tell that? You've only just met him.
Look, when you've been in the catering corps as long as I have, you learn to pick 'em out. I'll tell you something else for nothing and all.
Do you know, I had a funny feeling you were going to. Go on.
From my experience, the ones that had more to say about the grub you put in front of 'em, the ones that have been least to anything at home.
I see. Well, I can't wait to meet him, Percy.
No. And talking about funny folk, what was his game then?
Whose game?
The chap hanging around your place yesterday.
Our place?
Your house. He seemed to be weighing things up.
When was this?
Yesterday, I just told you.
Well, why didn't you ask what he wanted?
Well, I was going to do, wasn't I? Then the next thing is being let inside.
Well, by whom, for God's sake?
Mr. Bradley. Why didn't he tell you then?
He didn't know.
Oh, well, I suppose that's between you and him. But if you ask me, there was certainly something very, very funny going on. A chap like that.
Yes, could you put me through to the manager's office, please? Fairclough. Well, yeah, can you tell me when he will be free? No. I'll ring you back. Okay, thank you, bye.
Are you hungry?
Ravenous.
Or what do you say to, caviar and chips down at the Robles?
Oh, do you know, I was a bit disappointed last time I had caviar there.
Oh, really?
I'll just tell Rita that we're off. Oh. Hello. Oh, yes, just hang on a minute. Rita, it's for you, darling. It will just be
thanks,
about
love.
an hour, all
Okay,
right?
love. Ta-ra.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry, love. There's absolutely no way I can make lunch today, no. I've got so much on. Yeah, well, we'll try and make it tomorrow, eh? Yeah, fine. Okay. See you later. Yeah, bye now. Hello, is the manager free yet, please? Ah. Hello, Mr. Hughes, it's Lem Fairclough here. Yes, I was wondering if there was any news about my loan yet. That's great! Oh, well, yes, listen, what do I do? Do I come round and pick it up personally, or... Oh, you have? Oh, I see. I take it you sent it to my business address, did you? Okay, thanks. And thanks again. Yeah, bye now.
Hiya.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Got a free afternoon, haven't I?
So?
So, I thought I'd get myself a video.
Hang on a minute, madam. I thought these free afternoons were so you could do some studying at home.
Well, I will be studying, won't I? Studying a video.
Oh, I see. Like Laurence Olivier's Hamlet, perhaps?
I was thinking of something a bit more cultural than that, Rita.
Oh, such as?
Such as Top Gun. Oh, with that gorgeous Tom Cruise in it. Ooh.
Very uplifting.
Hey, you can uplift me any time, can Tom?
Well, I've never heard of him.
No, well, you wouldn't have, would you? I mean, back in the olden days when you were young and dewy-eyed, well, he was just a little...
You can stop right there, madam, unless you say something you want to regret. That is if you want any tea tonight. By the way, did your dad say out to you about it?
About what?
Oh, I don't know. Some fella round at our house yesterday.
No, why?
I just wondered, that's all.
Oh, thank you, Charlie.
I thought no point in having a fellow about the place and then doing the barking yourself, eh? Sit. That's a good girl. Good love that,
Hey, it just goes to show, Betty.
What?
Still some of us gentlemen knocking about.
Jack, excuse me if I'm brutally frank, but I don't think you'd know a gentleman if one stood up and bit you.
Fine figure of a woman, though, eh, Jack?
I suppose it depends, doesn't it, Charlie?
Oh, on what?
And what sort of figure you had in mind?
Widow, is she?
Oh, has been for years, yeah.
Amazing, though, isn't it, Jack?
Not really, Charlie, seeing her husband's dead and buried.
A woman like that, though, still unattached. When you think of all them scraggers are going around with rings on their fingers.
You think so, do you, Charlie?
I do that.
Between me and you, there is more to Betty than just her ample charms, you know.
Oh?
Not short of a shilling or two is our Betty.
Really?
Not that such considerations would matter a fig to a gentleman like you, Charlie.
Of course not.
Many a young lad could do worse than get his feet under her table. I mean, he'd never go short of a bowl of cornflakes, would he? And between me and you, Charlie, if I wasn't as besotted as I am with our Vera...
All right now, Charlie.
Oh, better than all right, Betty, look. Oh. Now, if there's anything you want, anything at all, just let me know.
Right. Oh, wait, stop it. Daft thing.
Hi.
Hey, well, I wasn't expecting you till tea time at least.
Well, I finished earlier than I thought. And you can forget about tea. Well, for tonight, anyway.
Can I?
Yes, that new Italian restaurant they've opened in Salford. I thought we might go over there and see what their pizziola's like.
Now, you don't have to go mad just because I missed out on a lunch.
Rita, you want to go out to dinner tonight, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course
Well,
I
then.
do. Well, I haven't had my hair done or anything.
hair's fine.
Oh, it's not. It's a sight. Listen, do you think you could hold the fort for an hour if I phone the hairdressers now and see if I can get in this afternoon?
Of course I can. In fact, I'll ring them for you if you like. I'll just take this upstairs.
Oh, would you, love? Thank you.
If I live to be 100, I'll never understand women.
Well, if you live to be 100, it'd be the last thing you'd be thinking about, wouldn't it? Hey, and talking of old fogies, what's this Percy Sugden we're going on about? About some fella round at our house yesterday.
Fella?
Yeah. According to Citizen Sugden, he just drove up and you let him in.
When was this?
Yesterday.
Oh, him. Bye. You can't move a muscle round here, can you, without some nosy Parker catching you at it?
Catching you at what, Alan? Come on, what's going on?
That was a competitor, love.
Competitor?
In the trade. He sells burglar alarms and all. You see, if you're going to tender successfully against all the others, you've got to know what rates and discounts they're offering, right?
Right.
Now, to find that out, well, you can hardly go into their shop and ask them, can you?
So?
So, you pass yourself off as a punter and invite one of them round to give you an estimate for a burglar alarm in your own house.
You crafty devil. Well, that can't be ethical, can it?
Ethical? Rita, what have ethics got to do with anything?
I can see I'm going to have to watch you. You're developing into a right cutthroat.
Do you know, it's getting so you can't trust anybody these days.
Right, she can fit you in 5 minutes if
Good.
you go there now.
In 5 minutes? I never make it.
Of course you will. I'll drive you there myself. Go and get your coat. Go on.
Oh, there's one thing I love. It's doing things at last minute.
Go and get your coat.
Right. Special occasion then, is it, Alan?
Well, I think you can say, Mavis, that today, for once, everything I've touched seems to have turned to gold.
Sally?
No, I'm sorry, it's only me, Kev.
I see. So, how are things?
Well, much the same as before, really. Just came back to pick up a few things. So how are you, Kev?
All right, I suppose.
Poor old Kev. Had his tea yet, eh?
No, not yet.
They do some nice pizzas at the Italian on the corner.
Oh, did they?
So I can tell Sally you're coping then, can I?
Yeah, of course you can.
Right. I'll see you when I see you then.
Hey, Jack, I got thinking today at work.
Oh, that's what set the sprinklers off, was it?
No, I'm serious, Jack.
Thinking about what, Vera?
Well, stone for starters.
Stone?
Yeah, and how much more our house would be worth if we made it something like that.
Yes, but it isn't, is it, Vera?
No, but it could be. Well, most of any road.
What the hell are you talking about?
Look, this.
Stone cladding?
Oh, just think of it, Jack. There's own little stone cottage right here in Coronation Street. Knock a few of their eyes out, won't it, round here?
Cost a fortune, no, Vera.
No, it won't, look. Not according to this.
Ah, well, we just have to think about that, won't we?
Right, I'm off, lovey.
Right, Betty, love, thanks for stopping
Oh,
on a bit.
it's all right, my love. Oh, thank you, Charlie. See you all tomorrow.
Bye, Betty. Charlie, will you do me a favour? Clear a few glasses off.
Right, love. Did you see that, did you?
Like the way he jumped to it the minute I asked him, which is more than can be said for most folk round here.
Oh, the Maurice Chevalier bit with a coat.
That is called manners, Jacko. Try it yourself sometime.
You know what his game is, don't you?
What?
He's got his eye on Betty.
Charlie, give over, Jack.
Oh, well, when things start happening, you remember it was the first who told you, eh?
Work for you long, has she? Mrs. Turpin?
Joined when I did, Charlie, straight off the ark.
Oh, yeah. Lives on her own, I hear.
Unless she's got herself a living lover lately, yes.
Can be very lonely, can that? Living on your own at that age.
At anybody's age, Charlie.
Nice woman, though.
I've always thought so.
Aye. It'd go a long way to meet a nicer woman than Mrs. Betty Turpin.
Hiya.
Hi. Oh, you got yourself some chips then?
Yeah. But look, Sal, if this goes on for much longer, you know, we've got to sort something better out.
Yeah, well, it isn't.
Hey?
It's not going to go on for much longer, Kev. He died about an hour ago.
I'm sorry, Sal.
Oh, Kev.
I'm sorry.
Morning, Charlie.
Morning, Alec.
Oh, don't get up on my account.
Oh, things to do, haven't I? Never like to be idle. Keep the brain and the body active, and you can't go wrong.
Oh, yes, I agree. The trouble is, I sometimes have difficulty in coordinating the two.
A word to the wise old friend.
Yeah?
That missus of yours.
What about her? She's not been slopping about in a shorty nightie sending your blood pressure through the roof, has she?
That's nothing to jest about, isn't that, Alec?
What, my wife in a shorty nightie?
My blood pressure.
Oh, yes, well, I don't think we need go into that, Charlie.
That wife of yours is a pearl. A real gem. You're a lucky man, Alec.
Yes, I do know that, Charlie.
And so am I. Digs, job. The Lord doesn't often smile on me, Alec, as well you know.
Look, Charlie, the room. I mean, I did explain, didn't I, that it would only be until you found somewhere else.
It's inconvenient. I'll have to move on. I thought the arrangement suited us both. I mean, you'd have to pay us more money, wouldn't you, if the accommodation wasn't included? Well, see you later.
Yeah.
Cluck.
Oh,
So are you. Have you been chewing your hot water bottle again?
this tea's stone cold.
What do you expect? It's been made over half an hour.
Yes, well, I must have dozed off again.
Been having a word, have you, with Chirpy Charlie?
Yes.
Marked his card, have you? When's he off?
Bet, don't start that again, will you, love?
It is not me that started anything. It's your pal Charlie. Betty weren't joking, you know. She meant it. If he stays, she goes.
Well, if she insists. Nobody's irreplaceable. Least of all Betty.
How you doing?
2 ticks. Oh, I'm sorry, love. I should have got round to doing all this last night. But what with one thing and another, you know.
Yeah, I know. What's that?
Oh, I can't believe it.
What?
That my mum's giving us £1,000 out of her insurance money, Kev. Honestly, I couldn't get to sleep last night. I just kept thinking about 100 different ways we're going to spend it. What do you reckon we should do?
Oh, it's your money.
It's our money.
Yeah, well, I reckon the best thing you can do is put it away till you've had time to think about it properly.
Till we've had time to think about it. I keep telling you, Kev, it's our money and I want us both to benefit from it.
Yeah, well, one thing's for sure. It's not going to change our way of life, is it, hey? Still got a job to go to.
See you later, then.
See you after.
So is Martin having a lie-in then?
No, he's going straight to Hardacre Street. Shouldn't you be on your way to school?
Told you, I'm meeting Karen at the end of the street at 1:30. So might as well make myself useful, eh?
Eh?
Well, give you a hand with the post and stuff and brew up.
There's no need.
Don't be so daft. Where is it then?
Where's what?
The post.
There isn't any post. I've had it redirected.
Redirected.
Yeah, to the shop. I'm going to be spending as much time round there as I am round here from now on.
Just what you having done over there anyway? I mean, Martin says they're tearing the place apart.
They're not. Just a few more fixtures. A new sign. Just getting the place ship-shape, you know.
Well, I've got time to nip round there if you want. I mean, my first period's not till 10. So...
Where?
The shop. To pick up your post.
I keep telling you there's no need.
Well, I was only trying to help. I mean, if I'm in the way, you've only got to say.
I'm sorry, Jen. Okay? Got a lot on my plate at the moment. Do you want to make yourself useful? Get in touch with the printers and find out what happened to them handbills I ordered. Number's there.
When did you want them?
Well, they said they'd be ready today sometime.
You leave them to me. You'll have them here by this afternoon.
You reckon?
I can guarantee it.
What more can I say?
Look, nothing. nothing. You get on with your job and I'll get on with mine.
But the last thing I wanted to do was upset you.
That's a very funny way of showing it.
I'm a naturally friendly person.
Look, do us a favour, will you? Find somebody else to be friendly with.
See, my trouble is, I'm not very experienced in these matters. I had a liaison once with a nurse.
Oh?
Well, a matron she was. She got very upset when I didn't express my feelings. But I just had my kidney stones flushed out. Not a time when you're feeling your most passionate. I seem to have gone through my whole life being misunderstood.
There's no misunderstanding as far as I'm concerned, believe me.
We're getting on so well together. Don't let a little incident like this blow everything we had going.
We had nothing going. I mean, it's all in your mind. And in my book, that was about as clean as the inside of a factory chimney.
So you're going to have to work a lot harder at convincing you.
Oh.
Where is he off again? I turned him back for 5 minutes. He's away.
If you mean cheerful Charlie has gone through the back, you're very welcome to him.
Why you were fighting this, Betty, love, I don't know.
You're not too big to get a backhander, you know, with a wet dishcloth.
What have I said? What have I said?
He didn't get it from me that I was available, that's for sure. You.
Thank you.
£6.75, love.
How much?
It's right, I'm afraid. The sooner you get your Nicky off them comics onto Financial Times, the better. Thanks, love.
Oh, I say, now, this is what I call a home. Just listen to this. Dormer bungalow, sale in secluded residential area. 3 bedrooms, fully fitted kitchen, fully tiled bathroom, through lounge dinette with unobstructed views to the rear. Look, there's a picture. Oh, very nice. Rita, look.
I'm saying nothing. Every time I make a comment about one of your most desirable residences, I seem to put my foot in it.
Oh, it's even got a name as well.
Fancy.
The Willows.
Well, I'm sure Rita can't wait to hear all about it, so I'll leave you to it. Phyllis will think I've deserted her.
Oh, well, if you've got to die.
I'm afraid so.
See you, love.
Ta-da. Oh, this is just what we've been looking for, Rita. I know it is. You just get a feeling about it. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Derek Wilton. The Willows. Ullswater Drive.
I'll just go and put kettle on.
There we are, love. Meal in itself. Homemade this morning. You can stand your spoon in that.
Lovely, Betty. I'll have a pie for after.
OK, Doc.
Thank you.
The last thing that passed my Uncle Jack's lips was that.
What?
Hot meat pie, and he fell backwards off the bar stool like a budgie from its perch. It was his heart, you see. Oh, enjoy your dinner.
Still no thaw in the Cold War, then?
No, not likely to be neither. Not while he's still here.
Oh, he does seem very sorry for what he did.
Yeah, so he keeps on saying, but it don't make a scrap of difference. Do you know, it gives me the creeps.
Had any word from Alec yet about your ultimatum?
No, Bet's still trying to pin him down, you know.
Yeah, well, Charlie is a big mate of his, you know.
So?
So you could be the one with a problem.
Oh, not me, love. I couldn't care less one way or the other.
Scots, please,
There you are, Doc.
Mike, I'll get that. Oh, thank you, love.
Insist. Sorry, darling.
I'm glad bumped into you. I wondered if you could spare me a few minutes of your valuable time.
Yeah, any time.
Next week, Wednesday.
What's so special about Wednesday?
Well, it's the grand opening of the Weatherfield security systems. I wondered if you'd drop in and have a drink with us.
Pushing the boat out a bit, aren't you?
I want folk to know that we're well and truly on the map, you know what I mean?
Well, that's fair enough. As long as you remember one thing. Don't run before you can walk.
No danger, Mike.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Rove's return? Yes, he's here. Alex, for you.
Who is it?
Didn't say.
Right, hello, Alec Gilroy speaking. Bernie, how are you? Oh, I can't complain. Well, I can, but it doesn't seem to do me much good. So to what do we owe this honour? This afternoon? Yes, I'll be here. Yes, I do still keep a very good single malt. Right, I'll see you later then. Yeah, ta-ra.
Anybody important?
Bertie Greenwood.
Accountant?
Yeah.
What did he want?
Well, he's dropping in this afternoon.
Now, wrong, is it?
Wrong? Why should there be?
Only asking. Your dinner will be on the table in 5 minutes.
Sorry about that, Ken. The lad probably shoved it through the wrong door. And you can't say much, you know. I mean, it's bad enough trying to keep them these days.
You don't have to tell me.
Right, thank you. Goodbye.
So, was I right? Back it on to tip, M6 running through front garden.
No, it's even better than I expected.
Well, of course it is. They're trying to sell it to you, aren't they? I mean, Ken will tell you, won't you?
Tell you what.
About estate agents, how they have this habit of seeing the world through rose-coloured glasses.
Well,
There must be some truth in it, Rita, or else there wouldn't be so many people interested.
That's what they told you, is it?
Yeah.
Well, they'd tell you that if they were trying to sell you an outside lab. Oh, they're just trying to panic you into making a quick decision.
What kind of a property is it?
Oh, it's a dormer bungalow.
Oh.
The Willows, that's what it's called, the Willows.
Yeah, well, it sounds like the kind of property that would be in demand if the price is right.
Oh, it is?
Well, there's your answer then. Bye.
Thank you.
See you again, bye.
Bye-bye.
So, when are you going to see it? I take it you are.
Oh, yes, well, I've got to speak to Derek first, see when it's convenient.
Still not in the office?
No, I mean, today of all days.
Some people have no consideration.
Can I have another?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to hurry to go. You're in no rush to leave then?
No, this is my dinner hour and I'm taking it. You know, I've decided one thing, Mike, that no matter how big I get, it's always me that's going to be running the business, not the other way around.
You're beginning to worry me. You're sounding like a tycoon. See you.
Yeah, ta-ra now.
Hi, Deirdre.
Mike?
My dear, what can I get for you?
Half lager, please. All right, Charlie. I'll see to Mrs. Barlow. You see to them two comedians over there. So, Bet, I don't think I could have stood another session with him. Do you know, when I left here last night, I felt as if I had one foot in the grave after listening to him spouting off. Take no notice of him. He used to be a ventriloquist. He's used to talking to himself.
Deirdre. Just the person I wanted to see.
Oh?
Yeah, you know this new shop I'm moving into?
Oh, yes, I had heard something about it.
Well, we're having a bit of an opening do next week, and I'd like you to be there.
Me?
Well, you and Ken. There'll be a glass or two of wine knocking about.
Oh, well, in that case, say no more. You certainly know how to twist a girl's arm. But, why me?
Well, the council are getting more security conscious lately, aren't they? Especially with those new flats of theirs.
And with me being on the council.
You've got the picture, look.
Although I'm sorry, Alan, it doesn't work like that. I'm a councillor. I don't award contracts. If you're really interested in tendering for council work, then I suggest you talk to the appropriate department.
But who better to point me in the right direction?
Bernie.
Bet.
So, how's things?
Same as usual, Bet.
Bad as that, eh?
Same old story, isn't it? Plenty of work, but when it comes to getting the cash in. Not like this business. Cash on the nail. I haven't even got out I can cut off if they don't pay. Mind you, I can think of so much I'd like to cut off. Alec, through there.
He's in the back, Bernie. You know the way.
Thanks, Ben.
Coming. Bernie!
Alec. Married life sure seems to be suiting you.
Oh, I've no complaints so far.
Ah, you always could pick 'em, Alec.
Oh, aye. She's pure gold, you know, is Bet. Warm, caring, sympathetic.
Especially sympathetic, eh, Alec? Well, when you get to our age.
Hey, come on, speak for yourself. Are you still sorting that coalman's widow out on the corner of Entwistle Street?
You'll never believe what a messy business that's been, Alec. That husband of hers never could keep his affairs in order.
Well, that's more than you can say for the missus. So, you're going to have a glass of malt, eh? Seeing you made sure I had some before you set foot over the threshold.
Well, seeing you're twisting my arm.
So, what's all this in aid of then, eh?
I had a letter this morning.
Oh, letter?
From the Inland Revenue.
Inland Revenue? What's that got to do with me?
It's about your accounts.
My accounts? But they've gone through. They've all been approved. What's the problem?
That's the problem. Last paragraph.
Should like you to confirm that the information given in your client's tax return is correct. So?
The point of the letter, Alec, is to tell us, in their own quaint little way, that they reckon they've somewhat on you.
They can't have.
That's not the way they see it.
Oh, it must be a mistake. I mean, we've always declared everything. You do the books, you know that.
We declare everything you tell me about, Alec. Now, if you haven't overlooked anything, fine. But if there's the faintest possibility, well, I really think we should think about it. Very carefully.
Hi, Kev. How'd you get on with the car?
Seems to be running okay now.
What was causing it, do you know?
It's hard to say. I blew the carburettor. Seems to be working fine.
Cheers, Kev.
You want to have a quick test drive in it while I'm still here?
Yeah, I suppose I'd better. Listen, do us a favour, will you? If the phone rings, tell them I'll be 5 minutes.
Sure, okay.
Just going to run the car around the block. I won't be long.
All right.
Goodbye now.
Yeah. Seems busy enough.
Oh, that's nothing to what he will be doing when he gets this shop. Do you fancy a brew?
Yeah, please. Yeah, I don't know why he wants to shop myself, you know. Seems to have everything he needs here.
Oh, well, he's got plans, hasn't he, my dad? I mean, this shop of his is only the start.
So, you'll be set up then, won't you?
No chance. Come September, I'll be off.
Off?
University.
Oh, yeah. Martin said something about that. So you're serious then?
Well, of course I'm serious. I'm definitely going.
You've got a place, have you?
Well, not yet, but I mean, I'm expecting to hear something any day now, aren't I? I suppose you reckon the same as Martin, don't you, that I'm better off getting a job?
No, I don't. I mean, it's your life, innit? If that's what you want to do, good luck to you.
Well, Kev. Mind you, I suppose you would see things a bit differently to Martin, wouldn't you? I mean, he's only a skivvy for my dad, isn't he? Not like you.
Well?
Eh?
What did he want, Bernie the Brain?
He had a letter from the Inland Revenue.
Did he want you to read it to him?
It's serious, Bet. They want me to confirm that my tax returns are correct.
Why?
Bernie reckons they've got wind of something I haven't declared, some payment or other.
What payment?
Well, I don't know, do I?
So what's happening then?
Well, he's getting on to them. Trying to find out what they're on about, trying to sort it out. Now, do you mind if we change the subject? It's doing nothing for my digestive system, isn't it?
Delighted to. What have you done about Charlie Bracewell?
No, Bet. Don't you think I've got enough on my plate? Can't I leave that for you to sort?
And you'll be happy with that?
Yes, you handle it any way you like. If one of them has to go, they have to go. Just as long as it's not Charlie.
Thank you, Mrs. Perry. Now, you take care now, mind how you go. Don't go doing too much too soon. Bye-bye. She shouldn't be out and about, you know, not after what she's had done.
Well, I dare say she knows best. Listen, I'll just pop next door and get them pies I asked Gail to put on one side,
All
okay?
right.
Oh,
Derek.
Rita.
Derek! Oh, I wasn't expecting you for another half hour.
I know, Mavis, but after the day I've had...
Where have you been? I've been trying to get hold of you, and every time I rang the office, that girl just...
My secretary?
Yes, secretary. She said that you were out. I mean, you weren't even there at dinner time.
Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Sorry.
DP.
DP?
He summoned me, Mavis. He had a couple of important clients to see and wanted someone of executive status to accompany him, as his right-hand man, as it were. Someone who had all the relevant information at his fingertips, should he need to consult me.
You've been out all day with DP in that big car with the radio telephone.
No, not that one. It's off the road for a couple of days. No, we went in mine, actually. So, what was so urgent that it couldn't wait till I got home?
Oh, look. This, it came second post. Look, it's a dormer bungalow with a fully tiled bathroom and a fully fitted kitchen and a through lounge dinette, and it's got a name, Derek. The Willows.
Looks very nice.
Oh, it is. It's just what we've been looking for. In fact, I think it's what a lot of people have been looking for. That's why I wanted to get hold of you, see, to make an appointment to view.
I see.
Anyway, when I couldn't get you, I went ahead and I made an appointment for tomorrow dinner time. I hope you don't think I was taking too much on myself.
Not at all. I think you acted very sensibly. No, tomorrow dinner time would be an excellent time. Under normal circumstances.
Normal circumstances?
As it happens, Mavis, I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Out of the question?
Yes, I can't manage tomorrow afternoon. DP has asked me to stand by again. I'm sorry, Mavis, I really am. But being an executive can be a trial at times. I'll go make a start on the tea, shall I?
Back. Smells good enough to eat, does that?
Right, come and get yourself sat down, then.
Anyone who reckons I managed you for your cooking are dead right.
Yeah, well, I'm very glad to hear it, Kev, because that is out of a tin. Now eat it up before it goes cold.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
You had a busy day?
Every day's busy, innit?
I've had plenty of work on.
Yeah, why?
I just wondered.
Now, do you mind if we leave my work, eh? I thought I left that behind for tonight.
It's just that, well, I've been thinking, haven't I?
No? What about?
About that money that we've got coming to us.
No. Seen something you fancy, have you?
No, nothing like that. But I have thought what we can do with it. Something that's going to benefit us both in the long run.
Go on.
I reckon we should put it in the garage.
You what?
Use it to buy a shower in the garage. Well, you're always telling me how you do most at work. Well, if you put the money in, Kev, you'd be working for yourself as well as for Brian, wouldn't you? Don't you think that's a great idea?
No, I think that's a stupid idea.
Well, why?
Just leave it, eh, Sal?
But, Kev, it'd be a great investment and you'd be a partner.
I said leave it, eh?
If it's because it's my money, nobody need ever know
Look, Sal,
about
what
it.
do we have to do to get through to you? The answer's no. N-O. Now, do you mind if we forget about my work and your money and just get on with this tea?
Thanks, Bet.
Here.
Oh, thanks, love. You all right for time, are you?
Yeah, no problem. Brian's not going out till about 9.
Where's he going at that time?
Squash.
Been a lot these days, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. So, what's up with Vera then?
Eh?
You said she's been off all day.
Oh, yeah. Tummy upset, I suppose you'd call it.
Tummy upset?
She's had a belly full of baldwin.
You daft Becca.
I've never been very lucky with my love life. I've had my moments, mind. Show business can be a very risky business if you're looking for a steady relationship. Things were going quite well with Nora Gresty.
Really?
She used to double as the human cannonball and unicyclist till her accident.
Don't bear thinking about.
She never rode the unicycle again after that.
You've not had much luck in love, have you?
That's why Betty means so much to me. She's everything I want in a woman.
Yeah, that's all very well, Charlie, but it seems you're not everything she wants in a man. Now, she seems to have made that very plain.
I admit I didn't make a very good first impression, but when she gets to know me, really gets to know me.
You know, you can't help feeling sorry for the fella.
Sorry for him. Sandra, he's only been here a couple of weeks and he's managed to turn this place on its head. He's had punters crying in the rail, he's molested Betty, he's taken over my spare room, Alec thinks the sun shines out of his ear holes and you feel sorry for him?
I take it you had no luck with Alec then?
Eh?
Betty's ultimatum.
Oh, no chance.
So you're stuck with him?
Looks like it.
Unless he could find a cushier number.
Cushy than this, do me a favour.
Somewhere his favours might be appreciated a bit more.
Like where, Madame Tussauds?
Oh, I don't know, I was just thinking aloud. I thought you might have some ideas. I mean, you're the one who knows the form in the pubs round here. Well, what do you reckon?
Sandra, I reckon you could just be onto something there. Hold the phone, love. I've just remembered an urgent phone call.
Thanks very much.
Stella, it's Bet. No, I haven't emigrated. Anyway, it's not been that long. Oh, I know, I've been meaning to ring you, honest. But, well, what with one thing and another. Anyway, I'm ringing you now, aren't I? Look, how are you fixed for a natter? Put the world to rights. Well, tomorrow if you can make it, love. Your place? Well, if you don't fancy dinner on the house. Great. I'll expect you round here about 1. Till tomorrow, then. I'll see you, Stella.
I suppose if I said I was going to splash it on something that we really needed, like a grand piano or a tropical fish tank, you'd be dead chuffed.
Hey?
That money. Anybody would think you weren't pleased about it.
Pleased? I'm delighted. £1,000 better than a kick in the pants any day of the week.
I can spend it on anything I want, anything, except something that's going to benefit our entire futures.
How'd you work out a partnership in the garage? I mean, just supposing Brian agrees, is it suddenly going to make everything wonderful or something?
No, not suddenly. But long term, it stands to sense, Kev. We'd be better off. And for another thing, well, he can't sack a partner, can he?
Yeah. Well, there's no danger of that anyway. He needs me more than ever now.
So now is the best time to approach him, Kev.
Oh, love, I appreciate your offer, I do. But like I said last night, let's forget it, eh?
Well,
wish I knew why you were being so flaming pig-headed.
Because I'm not interested in no flipping partnership, that's why. The best thing you can do with your money is put it in a building society.
That's boring.
Yeah? And so's being broke.
You want a charmette in that bath?
Is that right?
One slip and you've had it. There was this acrobatic dancer I worked with one time, Dolores. She skidded in bath, cracked her coccyx that bad she didn't move for a month. Never did the flying splits again.
I bet that played havoc with her love life, Charlie.
Nothing to joke about, isn't that, Mrs. Gilroy? As you get older, your bones get brittle, especially women.
I'll try and remember that, Charlie, next time I have to do the flying splits.
I'm surprised you're still smoking them things. You know what the inside of your lungs look like?
Sexy, like the rest of me.
Inside of a chimney, all blackened, covered with guns.
Tea's in pot, bacon's under grill.
No thanks, Tom. I never eat anything but fruit before noon. I don't suppose you've got a grapefruit about the house, have you?
We might have such a thing as a shriveled-up coxes, and that's about it.
That's all right. I'll probably find something at the corner shop. Whilst I'm there, I'll get some bran. Keeps you regular. You ought to try it, Alec.
No, thanks. I'll stick to the bacon and egg. Bran's all right for horses.
Doesn't say no to his oats occasionally, though.
You ought to be on the boards, your missus.
Yeah, highly comical.
Surprised you could still laugh.
Me and all flower. Up to now, I've had cracked coccyxes, irregular bowels, gunged up lungs. Not even 9 o'clock yet.
Look, I'm not talking about Charlie. I'm talking about the flaming tax man.
I thought you said you'd nothing to hide.
Well, not more so than the next man. Nobody tells him everything.
Well, they must have got wind of something.
Yeah, but what?
Ask them.
You can't ask them.
Why not?
Because they won't frame him tell you, will they? I mean, they expect you to cough up the information. Chances are you end up telling them more than they already know, and that's just the trap they're waiting for you to fall into. Flaming devious lot they are.
Yeah. I can see how hard it must be for a man like you to come to terms with tactics like them.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Ken. Listen, I dropped the copy off of that ad to your Miss What's-His-Name yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
You got
it. Look, how much work are you having done down there? Shop fitting, that sort of thing?
Oh, quite a bit. The old boy that was there before me was a shoe repairer. I don't think he put a coat of paint on the place the whole time he was there.
Right, right. Well, if you can give me the details of the various contractors, I'll see if we can't whip up an advertising fee.
Good idea, yeah.
Oh, hello, love. Hello.
Hi, Rita.
Will you excuse me a minute, please? Alan, love, about this party next week. I've just been talking
It's not
to...
exactly a party, you know.
Oh, grand opening, whatever you call it. I've just been talking to Dennis about it, and he says...
Who's Dennis?
The bloke that runs the off-licence corner of Rosamond Street. He says if we buy all the booze off him, he'll lend us the glasses for free.
Well, that's fine.
So how many shall I tell him we need?
I don't know, Rita. I've got 1,000,001 things to think about here. I'm sorry. It's just... I've got a lot on my plate at the moment. I'll have a think about it and let you know, OK?
Fine.
And thanks for your help.
Oh, don't thank me. I'm doing it for us. See you later.
Yes.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Not got long. I'm just pinching an hour off to go into town with me, ma'am.
Only it is a bit private, girl. That's why I said, well, could I come home for a minute?
She's seen these two dresses for a Masonic do they're going to, and she can't decide between them. You know what my mum's like. So, what's the problem?
Well, there's no problem. It's just that... Has Brian ever said anything to you about taking Kevin in as a partner?
At the garage? No, I can't say as he has.
Don't you think it's a great idea? Because he works really hard, Kev.
I'm sure he does, Sally, but isn't this something that he and Brian should be discussing?
Oh, well, you know what men are like, don't you? They need a little bit of a shove. And the thing is that I've come into some cash.
Great. From your dad?
Well, no, not from him exactly. All he ever left me were loads of lousy memories. But my mum, she's got this insurance money coming to her, and she's given a share of it to Gina and I. She says to make up for what we went through as kids, you know. Anyway, I thought with that and some of our savings that, well, that maybe we could...
I see. I'm not sure the garage would support two partners at the moment.
Oh, but Gail, if Kevin and I put some money in, well, we could buy new equipment, we could take on another lad, I don't know, something that'll fetch in more business. Stands to sense we'd all benefit, wouldn't we?
It's me, ma'am. Getting impatient. I'll have to go, Sally.
But, well, what do you think?
I don't think it's down to me. But I tell you what, I'll suss Brian out, shall I? See what his ideas on the subject are.
Oh, I'd be ever so grateful. Well, we both would. Hey, do your best, won't you?
Now, you see, this one's got a lovely fitted kitchen, but it hasn't got much of a garden. And that bungalow in Whitefield's got a lovely little garden. And, oh, we do want somewhere where we can sit out and have a cup of tea on a hot summer afternoon. If ever we get such a thing.
Flowers?
Oh, yes, well, I've always had a thing about growing my own flowers, you see. I rather suspect that I've got green fingers. Well, I did resuscitate Emily's ficus when it was practically on its last leaves.
No, for our do next week. I don't mean elaborate displays, you know, just a few spring daffs and tulips, just to brighten the place up a bit, you know.
I thought it was people just dropping in for a quick drink.
Oh, it's a bit more than that, love. I mean, we're letting the world know we've arrived. We don't want people to think it's a tuppenny halfpenny outfit, do we? I mean, Alan's got his position to think about.
Has he?
He's still not in. Flaming answering machines, and I hate them things.
Who's this, love?
Bernie. I wanted to see if there was any news. What's all this for?
Stella Rigby's coming for lunch.
She's not.
Did I not tell you, love?
You never mentioned a dicky bird.
No. Well, I could have sworn. Still, never mind. I thought we could have a nice, cosy little threesome.
Aye, well, for threesome, read twosome, because I shan't be here.
Will he not, love?
I can't stand that woman at the best of times, and with the taxman peering down every orifice looking for trouble, today is not the best of times.
Oh, I can understand that, love. You take yourself off for a nice, quiet little lunch somewhere and treat yourself. I'll make your excuses to Stella. She'll be devastated, but still.
Hey! You're a slippy customer, you.
Look, not just now, Betty.
Never mind about not just now. I've been trying to get hold of you all day. Have you thought any more about what I said? I meant it, you know.
Look, if you want to hand your notice in, I'm not stopping you, Betty. I've enough on my mind at the moment without whinging women.
Hey, do you know what he just said to me?
In a minute, Betty Flower. Charles, sweetheart, could I have a private word?
My pleasure, Mrs. Gilderoy.
Yeah, but...
Betty.
What?
It's not worth getting your blood pressure up, love.
She's a very sweet person, is Stella, Charles. It's just a shame that she's married to the kind of man that she is.
Swine, is he?
Well, let's just say he's not very sensitive to a woman's needs. But then again, they can't all be like you, can they, Charles? You know how to make a girl feel special.
I do my best.
And I just know that you're going to make my friend Stella feel like a queen.
You leave it to me, Mrs. Gilderoy. I'll not let you down.
I believe congratulations are in order.
Wow, it's marvellous, isn't it? Every time Sally has a bit of a cold, everybody seems to think she's...
No, I mean about you and Brian going into partnership.
About what?
Oh, dear, is it still under wraps, honey? Well, I couldn't help but overhear Gail talking about it. And, well, I think it's high time. I mean, we're in the same boat in that sense, you and me, aren't we?
Oh? And how'd you figure that one out?
Well, I mean, I think the world of Rita, and I'm sure you do, about Brian, but, well, there is a tendency to take advantage. I mean, we work just as hard as they do, well, harder in some cases, and yet, in the end, we are still the employees, and they are the bosses. Oh, I shall have to think seriously about following your example, Kevin.
Hiya, I'm glad you're back, because I promised Mr. Roberts I'd be back.
What the hell do you think you're playing at?
What?
I thought I told you to drop it.
Drop what? What are you on about?
About me going into partnership with Brian, that's what I'm on about. I've only heard from Mavis that Gail's been saying something, and I'm damn sure it's not come from Brian.
I only mentioned it to her casually, just to see what she thought about the idea. I didn't know she was going to blast it out to all and sundry, did I?
Yeah, well, wish you hadn't.
Kevin, why are you so set against the idea?
Because if you must know, I'm sick to the back teeth of Tilsley, that's why. And the last thing you do at this moment in time is put any of our cash in and going into business with
Well,
him.
what's he been doing?
It's what he's not been doing more like flaming work. Muggins here's been lumbered with most of it again, just like last time.
What last time?
When he was having flaming domestic problems. You don't see him for days on end, and when he does come in, about as much use as a chocolate fireguard.
Oh, are they having problems again?
He's not said out to me, but something's not right, and that's for sure. So, I don't want to get any more involved than we already are. Which we would be doing if we put all our cash in that business and it went bust.
No, it's not that I'm jealous, Derek, but I can't help but make comparisons. I mean, there's Rita and Alan with not one but 2 good businesses now, 2 cars, and a nice home. And what have we got?
Each other.
Oh, yes, I know that, Derek, and I wouldn't swap with Rita for the world, not in that department, but I just don't think it's right that we have to live in that poky little flat. We're not kids like Curly and Shirley. We've got as much right as Alan and Rita to some status in the community. Well, more, in fact. We're a married couple.
I do dislike that word, Mavis.
Couple?
No, status. I know you don't like me talking about Angela, but she was always on about status. Keeping up with the Joneses. One of the things I disliked about her. One of the many things.
It's not the same thing at all. I mean, I'm not the least bit bothered about the latest designer label golf sticks or whatever it was that turned Angela on. All I want for us is a nice home.
And we shall have, Mavis. All in good time. And it's clubs.
What is?
Golf clubs.
Clubs, then. Anyway, I've made us another appointment to view that bungalow at Whitefield tomorrow dinner time. That is convenient, is it?
Oh, yes, dear. Absolutely.
Stella, darling, you look amazing. Mwah. You've been at that health farm again.
No. If I have lost a few ounces, it's all down to hard work.
Oh, I know you. I know what a right little grafter you are. That's why, while you're here, I want you to sit down and relax. I'm going to get Charles to pour you an aperitif. Charles!
Now, what is an elegant lady drink at this time of day? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Nothing run-of-the-mill, something with a bit of style, a touch of class.
Ah, my, who's this? Oh, this is Charles, our little gem of a barman. Could I leave you with Charles for just a teeny moment, love? Alex out. Is there any news?
I'm hoping for some later today. When did you get back?
He didn't say. Can I get him to ring you?
No, I shan't be in. I'll pop back later.
I'll tell him. And don't forget to wish your great-gran a happy birthday from me.
Will do.
Draw, love.
Hi.
Hey, 100. Telegram from the Queen, the lot.
Hey, will it be all right if Joanne comes for a tea tonight?
Fine, as long as she likes fish pie. Do you know, I don't think I'd fancy living to be 100.
Thought you were nearly there?
Hey, you can make your own tea and your pals.
You know what, the way you go on sometimes, always looking in the mirror at your wrinkles. You worry about them far more than anybody else does, you know.
I dare say I do. I have to live with them.
You're a very attractive woman, you know. I mean, when you put the wall paint on, you can knock spots off anybody. Hey, I mean, remember how fantastic everybody said you looked at Mavis's wedding?
And that was an act of will, if ever there was one.
Yeah, well, that's all over now, isn't it? I mean, everything's back the way it used to be.
Better than it used to be. You know, your dad's that thrilled with that shop. Bless him.
Do you think one of these days I might get a chance to be a bridesmaid for the first time in my young life?
Do you know, I can just see you in a pink, sticky-out net frock.
I can just see you in 100 yards of white satin.
That was quite delicious, Bet. I see Betty hasn't lost her touch.
Another jewel in the Rover's crown. Ah, Charles. A couple of brandies, please, big uns.
I don't think I should, Bet. I don't want to be going home tipsy now, do I?
Well, might I suggest a small liqueur instead? A Cointreau, a Drambuie. Oh, no, I've got it. Creme de menthe frappé. The perfect lady's drink for the perfect lady.
He's a caution, isn't it?
Isn't he just? Would you excuse me a minute, Stella? I want a quick word with Betty.
Do you enjoy working here, Charles?
He's been very good to me, Alec. Of course, he knew me when I was a star.
Oh, you were in show business.
Only one of the best ventriloquial acts in the business.
You're a man of many parts, aren't you, Charles? I don't know if Mrs. Gilroy mentioned it, but I run the White Swan.
Well, she did mention something, yes.
Nothing like this place, of course.
No?
No. No, in a different class altogether. I wonder, if you're passing, why don't you call in and have a look round?
Be my honour, Mrs. Rigby.
Right. Did somebody say something about cream de menthe frappes?
Oh, I can. You just caught me.
Oh, good, good. Look, forgot to ask this morning. When can I send my photographer chappie around?
Oh, anytime. The inside's a bit chaotic at the moment with all the workmen in there, but you can take some nice shots of the shop front.
Yeah, good. One of you standing in front of the window.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, why not? Why not? Might as well show that the boss looks a solid, reliable type.
It's not necessary. It's the name I want them to remember. Weatherfield Security Systems. Not my ugly mug.
Well, all the same, a photo of you would lend the piece some authority.
No, Ken.
Okay, it's your ad, you're paying.
Well, I'm home.
Ah, welcome to the bistro, Monsieur Webster. Would Monsieur like to taste the wine?
Monsieur would like to wash his grubby mitts first. That's if the chef doesn't mind.
Oh, Monsieur must do exactly as he pleases, for we are here to cater to his every whim. Kev, go and have a bath and put on your nice clean shirt and some of that aftershave I got you for Christmas.
What was all this about Monsieur can do exactly as he pleases?
Oh, well, you wouldn't sit down at a dead plush restaurant in your muck, would you?
True, true. So, what's it all in need of, son?
Well, it's just to say that I am sorry for meddling. And, well, it's to celebrate that, Kev, for once in our lives, we've got a bit of cash to spend. And most of all, it's because, well, I'm glad we're us and we're not Gail and Brian.
I love you, Mrs. Webster.
Oh, and I love you too, Mr. Webster. Hey, and I love you even more when you get out these mucky clothes. Look at them.
Oh. Come on, you've time for a quick one. I'm sure Audrey won't mind hanging on to kids for another few minutes.
Bossy mother-in-laws. I'll have an orange juice if it's absolutely necessary.
An orange juice and a bottle of lager,
It's
Jack.
not just that, but I've got the tea to make and a pile of ironing to do.
Always busy. You want to relax a bit more.
You try that with 2 kids and a full-time job.
I meant in the evenings with your husband.
Listen, Brian's just as jiggered as I am by the end of a day's work.
He still finds energy to play squash 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, well, the exercise does him good.
There are other things more important, Gail. Look, when was the last time that you two had a night out together, eh? I'll tell you when it was. It was Boxing Day night, because that was the last time you asked me to babysit for you.
What is this? Nobody's asked you to keep a record of what we do in our spare time.
Well, I'm not doing no such thing, love. I'm simply pointing out that young couples need to get out together on their own. And me and Don don't mind looking after those kids, so you've no excuse there.
I'm not making excuses.
Right. You've both fobbed me off all day, and I'm not going to be fobbed off anymore. Is he going or am I?
Let's put it this way, Betty Flower. Won't be you.
Oh, is he getting his card?
I wouldn't put it quite like that.
I won't be mucked about, you know.
I wouldn't dream of it, Betty, love.
Where is he, Enro?
He's gone out.
Maybe he's found another woman, eh? And now it's too late. You're realising what you've lost, that little green-eyed monster rearing its wings.
No, I'm just making a point. And as much as I dislike being responsible for somebody losing their job, it'll be well shot of him.
Jack? Yeah. Suppose you're going to that big do next week, aren't you?
What do is this, then?
Alan Bradley's shop. I could do with wandling myself and invite to that. Oh, he's a jammy beggar.
I find I like Alan Bradley. The harder I work, the luckier I get.
If he expands any more, he's going to want junior management, isn't he?
Why, are you thinking of applying?
No. Could give out Terry a shout, though. He could be back down here in a couple of months. That'd get me a couple of brownie points with our Vera, wouldn't it?
I love your husband, Jane.
What?
You're forgetting it was me that gave your Terry the elbow. You'll be asking me for a reference for Alan Bradley next.
Some people learn by their mistakes, Michael. Surely you learnt by yours.
I did, sunshine, and do you know the lesson that's engraved on my heart? Once a chancer, always a chancer, but never, never trust him. Same again for you, mate.
All right, Tom.
Where the hell have you been till this time?
All round and about, trying to find out who dropped me in it. Nobody's admitting to aught. Has Stella gone?
Of course she's gone. She's gone for lunch, not bed and breakfast. Bernie's been.
Oh, and what did he say?
No message, just he'd call back later.
Oh, let's hope to God he's managed to sort something out. Right, I'll put the kettle on.
Alec!
Not now, Betty, please.
I'll have a word with you, Governor.
Can't it wait?
I'd rather not if you don't mind.
Oh, you better come through. Now, look, if it's about that business with Betty, take no notice. I mean, women act very strangely when they get to her age.
Oh, it's not that. I appreciate you being very good to me, Alec, but I'm afraid I've got to hand in my notice.
You what? Just a minute, I'm busy.
Sorry, lad, only Bet said to come through.
Oh, yes, Bernie. Now, have you heard anything?
Well, I've spoken to her again
Well, I wouldn't
today.
leave you in the lurch, but you did say I could only stay here temporary, and this new
Yes,
job got accommodation that goes with it.
All right.
And she's absolutely desperate that I start right away.
All right, then. All right. You start. Start right away. Right, go on, off you go. Pack your bags. Bernie,
Yes.
shut the door.
All right, then.
Now,
I've just had to give him some bad news.
Oh, dear.
I'm leaving right away.
Alec will be upset. Still, if it's what you want, my Alec won't stand in your way. Neither of us will. Let me help you with your packing, Charlie. Come on. Come on.
so have they said what it is they've sniffed out?
Wouldn't give me in. They just said they want to see you on Monday.
They want me to go down there?
That's quite usual. I'll be there.
Aye, together would be a match for him, eh, Bernie boy? I shouldn't worry.
I'm not worried.
They're trying to break that mirror, or what?
Bet, would you say I had an honest face?
No.
What do you mean, no? I look as honest as the next man.
Well, only if you stood next to Jack Duckworth. Anyway, what's all this about looking honest? Are you planning on going into politics or what?
No, I'm just thinking about my impending visit to see the gentleman at the tax office, as a matter of fact.
Huh?
I mean, what right have they, eh? By what right do they start hurling accusations that a man up to all this time hasn't had a stain on his character?
Who are we talking about?
Oh, well, me, you fool. Who do you think?
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I haven't been tried. Evidence hasn't been brought against me. Yet they ring me accountant up and they say, we think this man is lying. All this man before us, so he can stand there and be accused.
Yeah, but accused of what, though?
Oh, aye, well, you see, there's the cunning of it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, they don't accuse me of anything, not specifically. They expect me to accuse myself. They expect me to stand there and tell them how I've lied and fiddled me taxes all these years.
Are you going to?
Oh, I'm not. But I haven't done, have I? What do you mean, am I going to? You're as bad as they are.
I'm sorry, love. Shall I do egg and bacon? Will that help?
Aye, go on. Try and force something down. You see, the trouble with these tax wallers is they expect everybody to be too scared to stand up and tell them where to get off.
Do you think so?
No, I do. I think it's high time somebody did stand up and say, I am an Englishman. I have certain inalienable rights, one of which is that I'm innocent until proved otherwise.
Well, maybe they should. I think I'd leave it to somebody else if I were you, though, love.
Aren't you going to be late for school, Jenny?
Yep. So should you be making a move then? Oh, it's only assembly. Anyway, I was just about to tell Mavis about my fab offer. There. What do you reckon to that then, Maeve? Come October, I shall be an undergraduate at the University of Leeds.
Only if you get 2 B's and a C.
I'll get 'em, I'll get 'em.
Well, congratulations, Jenny.
Mind you, I might have other offers yet. I mean, there's no telling how many universities might be after me, is there?
They won't if they think you're going to be late for their assemblies.
You don't have assembly at university, Rita.
Oh, well, hush my mouth.
Well, do I pass inspection?
Oh, yes, of course you do.
Then I will away to do battle and seize the high ground.
Why? What are you going to do?
A day's work, Jenny. What a man was born to do.
I thought you were going to climb a mountain or something.
When I see a full in tray, then I see a mountain. But when at the end of the day that in tray is empty, I feel as though I'm placing my flag on the highest peak.
Blimey.
Oh, Derek, you won't forget that we're going to see that bungalow at dinner time.
Dormer bungalow.
Dormer bungalow. Honey, I've told the estate agent we'll be there at 1 o'clock.
Don't worry, I'll be there. Bye.
Bye.
Right, now then, you go on.
Oh, all right. Hey, and when I'm doing double chemi, I'll think of it as climbing a blooming big hill.
Get off. Yeah, try, love. So, you're going house hunting again, then?
Yes. Well, except that it's a bungalow this time.
Dormer bungalow.
Yes.
Do you know it's turning into a full-time hobby? The way you're going on, you'll soon have been in every house in Weatherfield.
I feel as if we have already, but Derek's so particular. Though this one we're going to see at dinner time, I don't know why, I've just got a feeling that this might be the one.
Hey, it's looking great, lads. Good, I like the colour. You looking for me? I'm Bradley.
Yes, I'm Dawn Prescott.
Right. Ah,
You told me to come for interview.
of course I did. Nice to meet you.
Well, this is a dream come true. You were right in the first place.
Do you know, I didn't realise it was that late, actually.
Well, I'm a bit early. I hope you didn't mind me coming inside.
No, there's no sense in you waiting outside in the cold, is there?
Well, I'm Martin. I'm number 2 in this vast multinational company.
Yeah, well, you might just get demoted to number 3 because Dawn here has come for the job of running this place. Although I must be honest with you, love, I've got other people to see, you know.
Yeah, well, I expected you would be.
Well, I don't know why, Ellen, but I think Dawn's perfect, that you should give her the job now.
Martin, stop poking your nose in and go and unload the car.
Oh, wait.
And answer that first, will you?
All right, if I can find it.
It's hiding behind the counter.
Is it?
Oh.
Where?
You found your way around then, have you, already?
Well, it rang earlier while I was waiting.
I see.
I bought 2 references like you asked for.
Oh, let's have a look at them, shall we?
Hello, Bradley Securities. No, sorry. Weatherfield Security Systems. It's the same thing, really, but never mind. Can I help you? Oh, yeah. Hang on a minute, love. It's for you.
Who is it?
It's a Mrs. Burns. Well, it's the Mrs. Burns, actually.
Tell her I'm busy.
Yeah?
Well, I am, aren't I?
Okay. Hello, Mrs. Burns. Yeah, he's a bit tied up at the moment. He's seeing someone.
Very impressive, this.
Thanks.
Okay, I'll tell him that, love. All right. Bye now. So,
What did she say?
could I ask you to give her a bell as soon as you can?
Right. Well, you've asked me. Now go and unload the car, will you?
All right.
Hey.
Oh, hello, Mum.
Hey, love, I didn't know whether you'd be at Rover, so I thought I'd come and catch you here.
I've got a lot on today. How's that up, is there?
No, of course not, love. It's just, I wanted to let you know that I'm available for babysitting any time you like.
Oh. Thanks.
So, when would you like me then? Tonight? Tomorrow night?
No, not,
What weekend then?
Mum, if we need you, we'll get in touch with you. Only, well, me and Gail really don't have a lot of time at the moment for, you know, going out and stuff.
Well, I don't think that's a very good thing. Do you, Brian? I don't. It can't be good when you're that busy with your job and your family that you can't have any time for pleasure.
Well, all right. I mean, we don't have to go out, do we? Or is there a new rule saying that, like, married couples have to go out?
Oh, now you're being silly, aren't you? All I'm saying is that I think it'd be a good thing if you and Gail got out a bit more. And the more often I'm called on to babysit, the happier I will be.
All right, Mum, I'll bear that in mind.
Well, said Mr. Point. I've promised to meet Don. I'll have to get going. Brian, you're not going to be working all the way through your dinner hour, are you?
I am, yeah.
It's not good for you, Brian. It can't be.
You're not missing Charlie, then?
I am, yeah. I hope to go on missing him for a lot longer and not. Hey, there's no chance of Stella Rigby sending him back, is there?
I sent him off, Mark, non-returnable.
I'm glad to hear it. You know, he seemed such a gentleman when he first got here.
They all do, Betty,
Yeah.
love. Look at Ken Barlow,
Eh?
smooth as silk. Who knows what improper thoughts he might be harbouring about me and you.
Careful.
I'm only looking on bright side.
Yes, Ken.
Pint of better, glass of lager, and a pineapple juice, please, Betty, and 3 hot pots.
Ooh, go and grab a table.
Okay.
Right.
Ken?
Oh, hello. Alan, got something for you.
Not going to cost me money, is it?
Well, yes, it is, but it's also going to make you money. It's that advert we've been putting together on your shop. What do you think about that, then?
I was beginning to think you'd run off with Milkman.
No, I've just snipped down to the garage to have a quick word with our Brian.
Oh, well, that's what it was about.
Well, it was no secret. It was just making sure that you knew I was available for babysitting for her.
Well, I should have thought I'd know that. You frightened forgotten or something?
No. I'm simply making the point that I think him and Gail ought to get out together a bit more.
Oh, Ivy.
Oh, Ivy what?
Look, that is called interfering, that is. It's something that in the whole of recorded history has never, ever led to any good.
It's not interfering when it's your own family.
That is the worst kind of interfering there is when it's your own family. That definitely never does any good.
I really do begin to wonder whether they'll ever find anywhere. I saw her just now dashing off to meet Derek to look at another one. I don't think they really know what it is they're after.
Well, same as everybody else, I suppose. Somewhere they think they're going to be happy.
Oh, well, yes.
Which is something they don't tell you in the estate agent's blurbs.
Right, just confirmed with Alan that we'll be going to his shop warming tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, it won't mean buying a new frock, will it?
Well, it won't for me, no.
Hello, Bernie.
Hello, Bella. I think your husband's expecting me.
I'm sure he is. Would you like to go through to the living room? You'll find him polishing his loose change.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, love.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Because I've been grafting all morning, me, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Interviewing young ladies.
Oh, well, you should have told me. I'd have given you a hand.
That's one job I can manage on my own, thanks. No, what we're looking for is somebody to run the shop while me and Martin are out and about. It's a difficult decision, you know. I mean, they all seem very capable.
Well, if you want my advice, I'd choose the one that was the least attractive. That way you keep Rita happy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Then you give me the phone numbers of all the other ones.
And are we still none the wiser just what it is these tax commissars are accusing us of?
None at all, I'm afraid, Alec.
Diabolical.
Oh, it is, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. I'll tell you what I think, shall I? I think they're bluffing. Playing their cards close to the chest in case we see they've note on them.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as
They'll be
that.
having a slack spell. That's right, short of something to do. So let's pull in a few honest citizens just to break the monotony. I wouldn't be surprised if they're on commission.
Though if I could offer one small word of warning.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, they've picked the wrong one with me. Eh? What? Oh, yes, yeah. I'm not a man easily roused, but this kind of Big Brother performance gets on my goat. It really does. Is this no longer England? Are we not still free men? Or are we now at the beck and call of these faceless tyrants?
Oh, very true, Alec, yes.
Oh, I shall have something to say, you know. Oh.
Well, yes, but in my experience, tax inspectors don't always take kindly to being referred to as faceless tyrants or commissars. They don't go much on that style of humour somehow.
I won't be joking.
No, but what I mean, I think you'd be better served by a show of frankness, a willingness to be of assistance.
In doing what? Putting a noose round my own neck?
Well, whether it's a noose or not depends on just what information they have that I don't.
None.
Good.
They can't have. I mean, every penny I've ever earned's come through them.
Well, then you've nothing to fear.
No.
Get going then, shall we? They don't like to be kept waiting.
Oh, no. No, their time's precious, I suppose. Never mind my time. Never mind yours. They snap their fingers and we're expected to roll up at their convenience. While it's our names they're trying to blacken.
Now that does raise one of the small points.
Eh?
When you say our name, that's not true, strictly speaking. I mean, I'm only there as an intermediary, an advisor.
But you did the accounts. You signed to say that they were a true and fair record.
According to information supplied, yes. But if there's any information not being supplied...
Then I'm the one to be hung, drawn and quartered.
Well, it's just a technicality I thought I should make clear.
I think you've done that.
It's a nice, quiet area.
It seems to be.
Oh, well, you said that's what we want.
Now, don't pressure me, Mavis. We must approach this property as we have all the others, with a detached, critical eye.
Oh, yes, but I can still say it's a nice area, can't I?
You can, Mavis, and the point has been noted. Now, let's see what secrets might be enclosed within, shall we?
Hey, guess what?
Man, give him.
I've had an offer of 2 Bs and a C.
No, women.
If I get 2 Bs and a C in my A-levels, then I can go to Leeds University and do a degree in geography.
Oh, what do you have to get out of it?
Have you finished?
Yeah, never mind if I've finished. It should be. Can I please take your place, sir?
It's easy to say, have you finished?
Oh, the standards in this place are going down the lowest. It's disgusting.
Well, I'm very sorry. I can only do my best.
Hey, if he gives you any cheap clouting one.
I reckon standards have gone down because I don't talk posh to him.
Hey, he used to do your job, didn't you? And I didn't notice you talking posh.
What? You used to work here?
He used to wear that same pinny you've got on.
I'm trying to leave the past behind me, if you don't mind.
Oh, don't worry about our Martin. He's lovely, aren't you?
Will you?
Oh, here's somebody I want you to meet. An old flame of mine. Might be a bit inhibited with you being here. Percy, I'll serve you. What would you like? Love, a nice cup of tea and a toasted sandwich?
If you don't mind.
Right. And this is Christine. She's come to work for us. And I know you'll treat her with consideration as you treat me.
Just started, have you?
Yep.
Can I give you a word of advice?
Of course, yeah.
You're working alongside one of the silliest women in the country.
I told you Daddy's feelings.
Whatever she says, you can take with a pinch of salt.
Hello, I've only got a minute, but I just happened to bump into our Brian.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, and we got round to talking about me babysitting for you. Only he didn't seem quite clear on when it was you'd be wanting to get out, you know.
Did he not?
No, so I thought, well, you might have more of an idea.
No, I'm sorry, Ivy, I haven't. I've no idea at all.
Oh. Oh, well, I'll wait to hear from you then, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely, Rita.
Yes.
I mean, it's not big, but then what would we want with a big house? We'd only get lost in it. No, it's nice and cosy and ever so cleverly laid out and all newly decorated. I could move in tomorrow.
Except by tomorrow, you'll be looking at another one, if last few weeks is out to go by.
No, I don't think so, no. I think this is the one.
Oh, what does Derek think?
Oh, Derek agrees. I mean, we didn't say much as we were going around because you don't, you see. Because you don't want the seller to realise how keen you are.
Crafty, eh?
Yes, I've learned a thing or two. Anyway, once we were outside, I waited for Derek to speak and he said, Mavis, I think this is the dormer bungalow in which we're going to spend the rest of our lives together.
Well, I suppose that's as near Derek's going to get to throwing his cap in the air. That's 57, Percy, please.
No,
Thanks.
thank you. Fine house then, are you?
Yes, I think so at last, Mr. Sugden.
Dormer bungalow, actually.
So, they didn't lock you up then?
No. No.
Good, I'm glad. I've got some fish in for our tea, and I don't think it'd keep. Everything go all right?
Well, as could be expected.
Are they claiming your money or what?
Well, it's all still in the air. Did I have anything else to tell them? I said no. Was I sure? I said yes. It's all a waste of time, if you ask me.
So Bernie thinks you're in the clear then, does he?
Bernie?
Your accountant, the one that...
Yeah, I know Bernie is. He didn't say much either way. Far too concerned with keeping his own nose clean.
Oh. Well, I'm just helping Betty to clear up, love.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Right, some more.
All right. Listen, have you appointed someone yet, or what?
Yes, I have.
Who?
You'll find out tomorrow when she starts work, won't you?
That's pretty obvious anyway. It's that Dawn Prescott who you interviewed this morning.
Ah, you think so?
I know so.
Martin,
What?
I'm not just looking for a pretty face, you know. I mean, I've got you for that, haven't I? What I need is somebody experienced that I can rely on to run this place.
Well, I know that. Why don't you get someone a
there
bit...
you are.
Oh, marvellous. Oh, hello, Mrs. Burns.
Oh, I'm not here.
No, she's...
Well, when will he be back?
Well, it could be any
Because he
time.
hasn't rung me. It was you I spoke to this morning, was it?
Hmm.
And did you give him the message?
Oh, yes,
Because I
sir.
wanted to speak to him.
Straight away.
I see. I'm beginning to get the feeling that Well, never mind. Do you know when he'll be back? Because I do presume he will be back sometime. His car's outside.
He'll be back sometime, yeah, but I don't know.
No. No, I won't wait. I still have some pride. Tell him... Well, tell him whatever you want. No, listen. Just tell him that I would be grateful if he could manage to give me a ring sometime.
Right, sure.
If he can spare a minute.
So, you can come out now.
Are you fine?
Don't tell me you didn't hear her.
Hear who?
Mrs. Bird's just been here looking for you. OK, do you want me to run outside and catch her for you?
No. We've got too much to do today than waste time chatting.
Hi.
Where's Nicky?
I was in the van. I just wanted a word without him being around.
Don't you think we've had enough words, Brian? I thought we'd agreed just to accept things as they are and get on with it.
This is Boss's husband. See you polite.
I don't have to curtsy her out, do I?
Oh, I hope not. I'd have to do the same until we get up again. This is Christine. She's come to work for us.
I do.
Hello. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, I have. Set my feet and half aching.
Well, they won't ache by the end of the week. They'll just be numb.
Bye.
You want to stick your feet in a bowl of water with some lovely mustard. You'll be all right.
I had my mum badgering me at dinner time.
I know the feeling. She's been round here as well.
What about babysitting?
Babysitting. When were we going out? Implying why weren't we going out?
What do you say?
Not a lot. In fact, I were a bit rude to her, I'm afraid. She only got herself to blame.
Well, I didn't say much either.
Well, if she thinks it's peculiar, then she'll just have to think it's peculiar. Unless you feel like explaining.
No chance. You know what Mum's like.
Well, I certainly don't think we should embark on romantic nights out, neither of us once, just to keep her happy.
Well, I just wanted to know.
It can't go on this, you know. What? Well, this contented air that you two give off, like you're still on your honeymoon. It's not a proper consummated marriage until you start rowing with each other. 84p, Derek.
Oh, I can't imagine us rowing, can you, Mavis?
Mind you, we did have sharp words when your boiled egg wasn't just as soft as you liked.
Oh.
What happened? Your marriage survived well. I'm full of admiration. Boiled eggs can be like a minefield where newlyweds are concerned.
Shall we sit down?
Look, Alec, is it this tax thing or what? And don't say you don't know what I'm talking about, because you do. I'm talking about the mood you're in and the mood you've been in since you come back from that tax office this afternoon.
I don't always have to be grinning like a demented clown, do I?
Look, Alec, if there is something the matter, I would like to know about it.
Yes, and if there was, then I'd tell you.
OK. But if you're going to wear a face like that all night, you can do us all a favour. Stick a paper bag over it. Yes, so, slave master?
All right. Large Scotch, please, done, and a pint for my mate here.
All right.
Cheers. All ready for the big opening, then?
Yeah, more or less, yeah. You're going to drop in and have a drink with us, are you?
Yeah, I'd love to. It's nice to see someone else around here earning a bit of money. Takes the heat off me. Gives them another villain to get all steamed up about.
Leave off. I'm nowhere near your league. Not yet.
Now, I think the front bedroom was larger, but didn't you say the back one got the sunlight in the mornings?
Yes, she did.
Oh, and the patio, do you know what I liked about it? It wasn't overlooked, was it? It was nice and private. I mean, we could have our breakfast out there in the summers.
Small, though, wasn't it?
Small?
The patio. I mean, not only the patio. I mean, think of that hallway. Imagine trying to manoeuvre a wardrobe through there.
Well, we won't be manoeuvring wardrobes, Derek, not once we're in.
Oh, we'll need something, though. There was very little storage space. Or any space at all, really.
There was a lot more than we've got at the moment.
You see, I used to keep tropical fish once. Well, supposing I had a yen to start again, there wouldn't be room for more than a couple of guppies in the whole place.
Derek, you're not going off the idea, are you?
No, I'm just pointing out a few salient facts, Mavis. I mean, this is a very important step. I just wonder if we shouldn't look a little further before committing ourselves.
Thanks, darling.
You said what? I got,
All right.
What?
So you want to know why I'm not exactly singing and dancing for joy?
I do, Alec, yes.
Yeah, well, because the way things are going, it looks like we're going to lose every penny we've got. Aye, and perhaps a few pennies we haven't got and all.
Why?
Because Her Majesty's Inspector of Taxes doesn't think I've been declaring my full income for some years, and he's no intention of believing otherwise.
Is this the income from your agency?
Yeah, I've got to go back there.
Go back?
With my books, come up with some figures that square with their information.
Well, can't Bernie do something?
Bernie is useless. Worse than useless.
But you sounded that confident this morning, Alex.
Oh, did I? And do I sound confident now, eh? Because I am. Confident that I've had it. That's what I'm confident about now.
Thanks. Cheers. Good night. Good night.